What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of BKNY Hoops. If you are new to the channel, I am your host, as always, Rashid White. All right, let's get into it. You guys see the actual graphics. In terms of the thumbnail, you see the title. Should the Houston Rockets actually trade for Cam Johnson? Um, just with them making probably one of the most dumbest trades I've ever seen, man. Especially like giving up like a young talent in terms of like Jalen Green. This is like wow. For a washed up 37-year-old Kevin Durant, man, he just doesn't really impact winning. He's not really the actual same player that he was pre Achilles injury, man. So it took something out of him athletically wise, psychologically wise, right? He doesn't like explode. He doesn't have that quick explosive first step like you seen when he was with the Oklahoma City Thunder, when he was with the Golden State Warriors, when he came over to the Brooklyn Nets. That it wasn't. He scored, he gave you some points, but then you didn't really see a lot of the passing. So we're gonna get into that trade right there, man. And like Jalen Green. Now, why would the Houston Rockets actually really make a move like this? It really kind of baffles me because and this show should be actually short tonight, man. I got some heavy competition out here right now doing some lives. Better for me, right? I ain't gotta be over here for like 2 hours or anything like that. So again, so they lost in 7 games, right? And you trade Jalen Green, and I get it. He actually had a really horrific playoff series, but you got to look at the players around him, and the players around him was actually shooting like Fred VanVleet was shooting 21% from the 3-point line. You got to look at Shangoon, right? I mean, was it 4 years he's actually been in the NBA, and he hasn't improved on his 3-point shot. You look at Jokic, like Jokic can actually hit threes. If you take Shangoon out and put Jokic in, they actually win that that Golden State series because like Jokic can actually spread the floor out, and also Jokic is actually stronger. That was really more or less the problem. Like Draymond Green was guarding Shangoon straight up. There was no help that needed to come. So it made it really, really difficult for Shangoon though. Like Draymond Green's a big physical defender. So what would the trade actually look like? I would say I would want Jabari Smith Jr., right? Now, we look at Cam Johnson. He's almost like 40% from the 3-point line. The Houston Rockets actually had a chance to get Cam Johnson, prior trade deadline. And I believe if they actually had him, they actually win that matchup against Golden State. 3-point shooting, floor spacing. It's really, really, really critical when it comes to basketball. You shooting like 20% from the 3-point line, and then you look at Amen Thompson. Now, I love Amen. No, I love him. I really, really love him as a young talent. But again, not a great 3-point shooter. Then you gave up Dylan Brooks, like who was like the like the Draymond Green on that team, but just better offensively. So I don't know. I just think the Houston Rockets actually really rushed this, and now there's pressure on them, right? Because there's a lot of media pressure out there saying, "Oh, well, the Houston Rockets is a championship contender." And what universe, man? And if you look at how the Indiana Pacers are actually playing, and you look at the OKC Thunder, right? In terms of the defense, both teams, this version of the Houston Rockets team with Kevin Durant on there and no Jalen Green, nobody to actually put pressure on the defense is not beating those teams. You're not, Now, Cam Johnson, right? He makes it a little bit more interesting. So there was a lot of mistakes you really kind of made in that series when you look at the Golden State Warriors and the Houston Rockets series. Now, Jabari Smith Jr., I like him. That they should have played him more. Every time he actually came in the game, he doesn't force things, right? He plays within his role. And the limited amount of shots that he actually took, right? I mean, he made them at a really, really decent clip. So if he was to take like 7 shot attempts, he was making 4 or 5, out of those 7 or 8. He could hit the threes really, really good defensively. But it seems like in that series, like Imani Doka didn't really trust him. I don't know what happened there, but every time he was on the floor, when I was watching that series, because I was rooting for Houston, man. Good things actually really, really, really happened over there, man. So I don't know what they're going to use Kevin Durant as. I mean, he can't lead a team to winning, man. I mean, that's just highly evident. You saw it in Phoenix. There's no excuse for that team not to make the playoffs, at least bare minimum as an AC. Now, I know they had a lot of issues, but mainly those guys shoot a lot of jumpers, man, between Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, man. You don't got nobody to actually really kind of get in, get to the rim. Let's look at the percentages on the Rockets, man, because I don't know why they would trade Jalen Green, man. You got to read. I don't know what's going on with these guys, man. It's just like, I mean, they went 7 games, man. 7 games. They went 7 games. It's not like you got blown out. If you got blown out, right, or you got swept, and you got blown out, it was just, I mean, you went 7 games. It went down to the wire, man. And let me look at Amin Thompson, how much he's actually, I don't know. I would love Cam Whitmore too, but I think his ability to actually get downhill, I think they're going to probably use him more, but we'll take Jabari Smith Jr., because he's actually young for him. If Cam, there's no guarantee when Cam Johnson's contract actually runs out, is he going to actually stay with the Brooklyn Nets? Right, you got 2 years. I think he has 2 more years on his contract, so you can actually really get a lot of value, for Cam Johnson. Where's Amin Thompson? Here we go. So we got, you got to look at these numbers over here, man. Let's see stats and what was he actually shooting. So last year he shot 13.8% from 3. 27.5% from 3, right? I mean, that's horrible right there, man. Horrible. So I don't know why they would trade Jalen Green. I was just stuck with this group, right? And let these guys all develop and get better, man. On Jalen Green, you look at Jalen Green, it was just mainly decision making, which he was actually doing really, really well. If you look towards the let's say after the trade deadline, he was actually really making good high percentage plays, playmaking. But again, it's just something that's coming new to him, and he has to develop let's say conscious competence. He has to program his mind to really play like that, to make plays and make everybody else better. And it's going to actually take some time. The dude is 23 or 24 years old. I mean, you see Ant-Man, you see how he struggles a little bit, and the work that he actually had to put in really to get to where he actually has to really get in, man. So you look at Şengün. Let's look at Şengün. I don't know if you put all of this on Jalen Green. Let's see stats. Oh, no, wait here already. Let's go. Let's see. And you look at the spacing, what's his name? Steven Adams is not a floor spacer. He can't shoot. So if you're defending Steven Adams, you can just drop back on him, and it makes it really hard for Jalen Green to really play towards his strengths, though, man. So let's look at Alfred Şengün. 243 pounds. You would like him to get up to 250 pounds. So that was one of the knocks against him in terms of his size at the center position. He's just too small. Most of your centers are 255, 260, and are really strong, man. So let's look at the stats for Şengün. And I know it's in the 20s, man. 24.8% from 3, 33%, 29.7%, 23% from the 3-point line, man. Again, I just don't have to play you up top. I could just sag back and just, I could drop back 15 feet. We've seen this with Nick Claxton, right? When teams play Nick Claxton, all they got to do is actually just drop back on Nick Claxton, and that causes spacing issues right there, man. So to put it all on Jalen Green, and shit, Hold on. He says a men can't shoot, but neither could uh yeah, and the playoffs and the men's also younger and one of the best defenses in the league already. Yeah, I agree, Dawabi, but you also got to be able to like score the basketball, right? You got to be able to shoot and space the floor out. So, because like if you on top of the 3-point line and you're shooting like 19% from three, 22 or 23% from three, I'm just gonna drop back on you. I'm gonna dare you to actually shoot the jump shot. And then when you look at Jalen Green, like his strengths are really like getting downhill, putting pressure on the defense, man. So if you can't shoot, I mean, you're just neutering like Jalen Green, man. You know, and you know, I don't know, man. This is like this is crazy right here, man. This is just nasty work, man. This is nasty. Yo, Daniel, what's good, man? You know, yeah. Let's pray for Tyrese Halliburton, man. Hopefully he can actually have a fast recovery. Them Achilles injuries, man. That joint's no joke. I saw what it did to Kevin Durant, man. He just wasn't the same. I mean, even though Kevin Durant can give you like 20 to 25 points, but if y'all go watch like KD when it came to like OKC, he was able to just like, you know, just dunk on like guys like Brendan Haywood. You saw, was it Chris Kaman? I think Kaman was it one of them? One of the victims of that, man. I mean, he didn't have the explosiveness when he came to the Nets, man. So, yeah, Jalen Green can actually shoot though. From catch and shoot 3-point shooters, he was like 36, 37%, I believe. Let's look up his stats over here, man. Yeah, man. Listen, when it comes down to the playoffs, it's a total different season, man. And you know, when I go over these scouting reports, and I keep telling you, they break your game down to the actual molecule, man. I mean, you see all the stuff that you can't do if you can't go left. I think Jalen Green's size is also an issue too. I think he's like 183 pounds. No, he's not even on the roster anymore, man. I gotta look on the Phoenix roster. Hold on. I forgot about this over here, man. Damn, they updated it that quick. The trade is not even technically official yet, man. Let's see, Phoenix. Yeah, man. You look at the Phoenix Suns over here, man. You got, was it like 3 guards now? Bradley Beal, Devin Booker. Now you have Jalen Green. Oh man. Where's Jalen Green at, man? He's not even on the roster here, man. Let me see. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so 6'4", 186 pounds. So even like Jalen Green is actually really small, you know. I mean, he's explosive, but and if his shooting, his 3-point shot is in like 35% with his size, he's going to actually have to work to get it up to like 40-something% from the 3-point line. Yeah, so below 35%. So it's decent. It's average, you know, but like you know, Anthony Edwards, he had to really, you saw the offseason workouts with Ant-Man. I mean, he was taking like 1,000 threes a game, man. Yeah, man. So it's just like, it takes time. You know, he's 22, 23 years old. Normally, you know, for the most part, these guys don't really start making impacts till they about 27, 28 historically. You know, it takes time. Yeah, so if he can get to like 38, 39, 40%. Now, if his catch and shoot threes is actually, I think the percentages were actually really high though, man. Yeah, and exactly. He says they can't shoot. That's exactly why KD fits perfectly. Plus, he's a mentor for Jabari. Yeah, but you're not going to turn Jabari Smith into Kevin Durant, man. XK hours. You're not going to be able to do that, man. You know, it's going to Kevin Durant came into the league as KD, right? He already had a insane ball handling, putting the ball on the floor, like scoring. Like KD was doing that when he first got into like the league, man. Like Jabari Smith is not Kevin Durant. You know, he's just not that. He's not going to be KD. I just don't see that. He's not going to actually be able to get the touches like that. He's shown flashes, but like, I don't know. Maybe, you know, but that KD, sorry. KD couldn't like lead that team in Phoenix. So what do you think he's actually going to do here, man? I don't know, man. Unless he's going to be a role player and they're going to run their offense through like Şengün. But I think they need Cam Johnson. They actually going to have to like you look at the way Cam Johnson played. Yeah, a lot of y'all guys are thinking about the Phoenix version of Cam Johnson. No, but this past year, the way Jody Fernandez was utilizing him and giving him the green light and putting like the ultimate confidence in him, he was playing damn near like an all-star caliber player. He was doing everything. He was like posting up. He was putting the ball on the floor. He was making the right plays. I was like, whoa, where this came from over here, man? So I think if you see one more year of that, I mean, Cam Johnson is definitely an extremely valuable piece. And he's shown that that you can play him off the basketball on and on. Let me see. Let me get the link in here. Let me see who's listening. Like I said, this is going to be like a a short show today because like there's a lot of competition out here, man, in these YouTube streets tonight. There's a lot of competition out here, man. So, what was I saying? Yeah, so Cam Johnson to me, like either 2 first-round picks, or a really, really good young player. If the Houston Rockets are really in like championship mode, right? I mean, you trade in Jalen Green, you don't want to wait, right? And then you got to look at Kevin Durant defensively. He's 37 years old now, man. You think that in a 7-game series that Kevin Durant is going to have any impact towards like OKC? We seen like Kevin Durant struggle against the bigger physical defenders, man. Like you got Lou Dort, Kawhi Leonard. They can get up into his shooting pocket. And Kevin Durant, like he just doesn't have that explosiveness to really kind of like, like blow by guys, man. He's just don't. He's not physical. He don't get to the line. But they use him as a role player. But see, then again, like you meet Golden State again, you got Draymond Green there. Like it's the same thing. Like Şengün actually has to be able to expand his game. It's 4 years now. There's no reason why Şengün shouldn't be shooting like 36, 37% from the 3-point line right about now. So like every 2 games, he has a good 3-point shooting night, and that just, spreads the floor out. It doesn't make Şengün so one-dimensional. It doesn't make him so predictable, man. So he says KD is going to score 26 on great efficiency, but now he's surrounded by young athletic guys and a great head coach with a system. He is a plug-and-play guy, man, but like, I mean, as you think he's going to have any type of impact against like the, OKC? I mean, you saw the defense that they were actually playing, how they were swarming Indiana, man. Yeah, man, they're tough. And you got like Chet Holmgren roaming around in there, so causing defense. And that was really more. If you look at the finals, man, like it was really like Chet Holmgren, like if you watch the Knicks series and then you watch the OKC series, TJ McConnell was able to get to his spot to that 13 to 15 foot spot around the rim and just hit that little pull up jumper. And Chet Holmgren took that away from him. He was destroying the Knicks with that. Yeah. So I mean, defensively, like OKC is just like, man, whoo, man. He says, do you think the Rockets could got a better offer? He said, do you think the Rockets got better than this trade? I don't know. Kevin Durant, man, you just look at him. If it was like Kevin Durant of old, like 4 years ago, 3 years ago, yeah, maybe, but I mean, he's 37, 38. And like I said, he can't lead a team anymore. If you put LeBron James on that, I know you guys like, oh, LeBron James. You put LeBron James at 40-something years old, right, on that Phoenix Rockets team, they at least make the 7th or 8th seed, man. Because like just LeBron could just physically overpower guys, and that causes like the defense to collapse, and at least he can get like Devin Booker or Bradley Beal just wide open, clean looks instead of contested looks. Like Kevin Durant just doesn't like have that physicality like that to post up guys, and just get to the rim, draw fouls, So yeah, man, that's a good trade, man. You got like a really, really good young player in Jalen Green. He's only going to get better and better. Hopefully he gets to like 198, 200 something pounds. And if you look at his, let's see here, his numbers in terms of his 3-point shooting. Yes, it got a little bit better, but like the way his explosiveness, his first step, right? You don't really want him shooting threes, but so much, depending on the situation, because he just puts pressure on the defense. He could break a defender down, you know. And he can get Jabari Smith's like junior, like those guys who aren't athletic, like that can't doesn't have an explosive first step. He can get those guys like really, really easy shots because you just don't want to be giving up 2-pointers like that, easy buckets like that. So, but there's times where Jalen Green does need to shoot threes, man. It just depends on the actual matchup, man. But guys gotta get better, man. Şengün, 4 years, man. I'm just surprised the Houston Rockets are looking at not just being patient and just rush this over here. And they're not going to win. That's the crazy thing about it. They're not going to actually win. Yeah, his playoff box scores were bad, man. Yeah, we know that already, man. We know that. It was bad. Again, like I said, you got to look at the spacing that was around Jalen Green, man. If let's see, postseason. If Şengün is shooting 20-something% from three, Amen Thompson is shooting 20% from three. Fred VanVleet in the first 2 games is shooting 21% from the 3-point line. Again, I could just sag off you and just dare you to actually really make them, though, man. Now you see over here in the postseason over here, man, his 3-point shot totally dipped over here, 29%. From the 29.5% from the 3-point line, 13% from the 3-point line. Now it might look better, right? It might look better with you got Devin Booker there, who can hit shots, and Bradley Beal who can hit shots. I don't know, 3-guard lineup, that's small, man. I think offensively they would be good. Now the Phoenix Suns really, really do need a center right now, man. So Nick Claxton is up there for grabs, and I don't think he really helps them, right? I guess for the regular season it helps to have a lob threat, but postseason, I mean, he can't make free throws, he can't shoot. You have to send help defensively, like if you have, well, even at the power forward position, you put him at the 4. Like the power forwards are just like more like dynamic than a lot of your centers out there, man. Like you have Paolo Banchero and even a lot of the guards are. Let me see. He says you think teams would rather have Cam or Jalen, especially the contract they shoot pretty. It depends on the situation. XK. It depends, man. If I'm Phoenix right now, I don't want Cam Johnson. Because like I'm not going to really win anything right now. I'm like sort of rebuilding, but if you're a team like the Minnesota Timberwolves or the Pacers or the Houston Rockets, and you're like really looking to really seriously contend for a championship, because you need it's not just the stars, man. If you look at Alex Caruso, like he was extremely valuable in this finals match, extremely valuable. I mean, he was making defensive plays, rebounding, like just making shots. I mean, he averaged 10 points a game, and he actually knows his role. So, like having good high end role players like are extremely categorically important towards winning a championship, man. So it just depends on the actual team. Let me get AP up in here. AP, what it be? What's good, man?
Yeah, what up, man? Told you your boy Jalen Green is expendable, man. You see how they just moved along? They don't need him, man.
Why, you think Kevin Durant can replicate? I don't know, man. Like Jalen
He
Green, like,
can.
what?
It's not even Kevin Durant. They got Ken Whitmore that's upcoming. That's a rookie. Well, that's a
But
sophomore.
I don't know. He didn't even see any burn, and like it doesn't
Yeah,
Joker
but
actually
that's the
believe in him?
point. That's the point.
Religion is good.
They don't really need Jalen Green. They could just like he ain't produced nothing anyway. He's taking a salary cap.
Well,
So
look at the space. Listen, if you don't have space in AP, it doesn't mean
but he was part of creating the space. That's the problem. Like now, if he was like a knockdown shooter, then the space would be there.
Well,
but
he's
the
young.
spacing
He
thing,
has listen. Ant-Man wasn't a knockdown shooter. You saw
no,
Anthony
listen,
Edwards
no,
running away with him?
listen. Ant-Man is the same age as Jalen Green. Jalen Green is gonna be who he's gonna be. Now, I ain't saying he can't hit like a jump shot once in the blue, but as far as driving, it's his thing. Like everybody knows that,
No,
and
I
it
think
ain't nothing
Anthony
wrong with that.
isn't
But
Ant-Man older? They were in the same draft class. Anthony Edwards is
nah,
like
but Ant-Man, yeah, but they wasn't in the same draft class, but he's still younger. But I mean, they the same age actually, but his birthday is later. So,
oh
you
yeah,
know,
I think he's like 24, 25 years old. Yeah.
yeah. So as far as that, your boy Jalen Green is not he's the problem for the spacing. Now, if he had like a consistent jump shot, the spacing would be there.
Yeah, but
But
he's arguably their best shooter on the team, man.
nah, he not.
Like, let's say in the starting five.
The starting five, no, he's not. Van
Well,
Fleet was a better shooter
he
than
wasn't
he was.
shooting that great though, man. Fred VanVleet was shooting
Yes, he was
21%. If he was
in
shooting
the playoffs.
21% for the first 3 games, for the first 2 games.
Nah, not in the playoffs, man.
No, the
You know what I'm
first two
saying?
games he was shooting 21. I watched every series. I was rooting for Houston, man. I like their roster. Um, Fred VanVleet was shooting 21% from three.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
but I mean, it is what it is, man. You got too much faith in
No, I'm just saying the
in
guys are
Green.
young, man. Like Amen Thompson,
Nah,
he
listen, look,
shot 20,
look. Cam
19% from
Thomas
three.
got a jump shot already, and he's younger than
Who?
Jalen Green. Cam Thomas, he got a jump shot already. He's younger than Jalen Green. Jalen Green is just his power. Like you said, you talk about his athleticism and all of that. His strength is to drive to the paint and do all that crazy shit. Like
Yeah,
Van
but
Fleet,
that is the next evolution of his game is to actually get the playmaking down, man. That's the next evolution.
yeah, but
And
see, this the
and
thing. This the thing
that
that's wrong with Jalen Green. He can't shoot and he's not good at playmaking. So
no,
that's
he
what
was
makes it
showing
now.
flashes after the trade deadline after the trade deadline last
Nah, in the
season.
playoffs
He
he
was
wasn't
showing
though.
flashes. I was watching a lot of watching him.
In the playoffs he wasn't though.
I
In the
know, I know, I
playoffs
know.
he
And
wasn't
again, like I
showing.
said, it
Yeah,
takes a lot of time. It takes these guys get sometimes you actually have to go through things. LeBron James, uh, like he couldn't shoot for a while, man, and then he had to work on his shot. You have to go through losing something like getting embarrassed like that. Like you're averaging 21 points a game, and now teams. So let's say you out there on the courts, like you're playing basketball, and you can't go left, and they keep forcing you left, and you can't score. Now I got to go work on my left hand now. So
yeah.
sometimes like things have to happen to you in order for same thing with Shangoon too.
But Jalen Green is not that type of guy though. Like
How you know?
he's because he's not. He ain't showed. All right, I would say this. He hasn't shown it so far. So far, he hasn't shown it. Like now, I don't know. They told Phoenix Suns told me they might get off of him. So who knows where he might go? But he's not gonna do good in Phoenix either. That's a guard heavy
Yeah, no, I was just mentioning that
team.
before you came on. Yeah.
So he's not even gonna thrive in that situation. And like I said, now if we put like Jalen Green in like Golden State where they space the floor out and he could just drive to the hole and do like what Kaminga could do, then all right, cool. But he only could work in certain situations. He's not like a jump shooter, and he's not a playmaker. So
Well, listen. He's better than Shangoon shooting threes. He's better than Amen Thompson shooting threes. And he was better. Let me look at Fred VanVleet's number, man. As you said, if you look at Fred
his
VanVleet,
numbers was good.
he's 197 pounds. So there's no like Jalen Green needs to get to like at least 200 pounds.
Then he loses athletics ability. Then
not
he
at
can't
200.
shoot. Nah, see, this is what I'm saying. We don't know what his playing. He never played at a high weight before. So, like for instance, Cam Thomas weighed more than him. and that's a damn shame.
I think Cam Thompson need to lose some weight too, man, so he can move his feet better.
Nah. Cam Thomas' game ain't based off speed though. His game is based off of
Yeah, but
angles
his
and drawing
defense is
fouls.
horrible, man,
Nah, it's not
he
that
can lose some
horrible.
weight
It's not that horrible.
because he's
And
already undersized already. Like Cam Thomas is
no,
undersized.
and how tall you think Jalen Green is?
He's 6'4".
6'3".
Well, D Rock, no, D Rock said, I got to get him on the show too.
Who the fuck is D-Rod?
He has a Twitter page. He's like a hardcore Nets fan. He stood next to Cam Thomas.
All right, once
And
again,
he said that Cam Thomas is really like 6'1".
listen, you can sit there and say he stood next to him. I'm not. You can't base off what another man say. I'm basing on what the measurements from the NBA.
He showed the show. It was like last year.
Listen. I'm going off based off the measure from the NBA. That's more legit. They use tools and all that, not somebody looking from their eye height. Because people look from their eye height like, oh, he must be a little closer to my eyes, so he must be this height. No, like you looking from your eyes. You ain't looking from the top of his head to see how tall he really is. So as far as that, he really don't know. He could just guess, but like I said, Jalen Green and Cam Thomas is give or take they the same height or a half an inch the same height. The only thing Jalen Green got is athletic ability, and I give you that.
Yeah, defensively
jump
too.
shot.
Jalen Green plays passing lanes better because of his athleticism.
All right, but he's horrible. Like Cam Thomas is not even a playmaker, but Cam Thomas is a better playmaker than Jalen Green. He's a better shooter than Jalen Green. So that's horrible.
They're about the same, 35%.
What?
They're about the same. 3-point shooting about the same.
No. Look at the volume.
The numbers, yeah.
Look at the volume. Look at the volume, bro.
Hold on. Jalen Green shooting 35%.
Look at the volume. How much per game? How much per game? How much 3 points per game? That's how you see Jalen Green shooting lesser and he's still shooting the same amount. That's horrible. If you shooting less, you believe supposed to shoot higher.
Well, that all depends. I don't think he takes a lot. I forgot to look up the attempts, but let's look up Cam Thomas. Let's look up the stats, and yep, on just under 35%, and Jalen Green shoots 35.5%. So Jalen Green is a better shooter. Just by
he's not. He's not. Don't. No,
Jalen Green shoots 35.5% from the 3-point line.
What are you talking about? All right. So let me ask you a question.
Just about the same.
No. You said better shooter. Dude, listen, it's players that shoot better percentage than Steph Curry, but Steph Curry shoots more. So it's about volume. How much volume? Because you can make a whole bunch of shots and then you could be good. And then you could make a little bit of shots and and the stats say you good. The percentages is how much you take a game. What's the percentages a game? Because Jalen Green don't take enough shots a game from the out perimeter.
Well, because he can get down his, like I said again.
All right, no, it's not even he can
get downhill.
Listen, it's not even about that's all he could do though. All right, listen, I'm not knocking you. Jalen Green's doing his strengths. Outside shooting is not his strength. So that's why that's the issue that he has. So imagine if he was to shoot the same amount of attempts from the outside as Cam Thomas, he would be horrible.
Yeah, but
he would be in the 20%.
But Cam Thomas has to shoot more because he's just not that athletic.
No. Listen, Cam Thomas mid-range game is higher. His 3-point shots, he shoot way more. Like Cam Thomas is more of a shot crate. He's more of a foul beta.
Yeah, because he has to do that. He's just
all right. My thing is what Jalen Green does. Look at the playoffs. He was averaging how much he averaged in the playoffs.
If you have listen, go out there, play a 5-on-5 game with a bunch of guys that can't shoot the damn basketball, and see if you.
All right. So in that 5-on-5 game, can I shoot the basketball too? Because if I can't shoot it, then it makes the spacing horrible.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to make all the shots. Are you going to make 100?
Because Steph Curry, listen, as Steph Curry could play a 5-on-5 with people that can't shoot. All right, but my thing is, all right, any shooter, all right, Cam Thomas could play a 5-on-5 with people that can't shoot because he can shoot. Now, if Jalen Green could shoot, that would be no problem. But since he can't shoot, the spacing is fucked up. Now the
You're
his
not you're
strength.
not looking at none of the. You're not looking at Thompson not being
I
able to
mean,
shoot three
Thompson was
points.
shooting. Man, Thompson could shoot from the outside
No, he can't.
if he can. He
Oh
shot
God,
better than Jaden Green from the outside. Go
he
look up
can't.
the playoff numbers.
I just showed
Go
it
look up the
before you
play.
got on the show. I went over the numbers for the Houston Rockets. I was talking. I'm gonna go when you re-listen to the show.
No,
I was
you went into
talking about.
percentages. You ain't going to the raw stats as far as that. How much
He's not good.
percentages you
I
took?
mean, he has to be able to shoot the three ball better. And that's really
Listen,
holding Thompson back.
listen. No, he shoots better than Jalen Green though.
I mean, you're going off emotion, man. I'm going off the actual numbers here, man.
No, you're going off emotions because his attempts per game is not that high enough for you to equivalent to somebody that shoots from the outside on a regular.
So yeah, he shot his first year. He shot 13.8% from the 3-point line.
No, don't listen. You're
And
going to listen.
and he doesn't
Don't
take
go.
that many
Listen,
threes. He
I
took
don't even want to
1.3.
just go for this playoffs numbers. Just go off the playoff numbers this season. Just go for that, and they show you right there what happened.
All right, 25% from three.
Oh,
Amen Thompson.
how much Jalen Green shot from three in the playoffs?
Yes,
it's lower than that. It's in the teens. It's in the teens.
Yo, DJ, help me out over here, man. He thinks that that Amen
No. Name the percentage.
I'm gonna look up the stats right now. Hold on.
Okay. Name the percentage from the playoffs.
I gotta go to the Phoenix Suns now. Hold on. I gotta go to the Phoenix Suns. DJ, what's good, man?
Yo, what's up, BK?
Yo, is Amen Thompson a great 3-point shooter?
A great one? No.
No. All right. Is Şengün a great 3-point shooter?
No.
What they got to do? What they got to do with anything? Why you? I see how you just try to monkey up the argument. No, you said how Jalen Green goes to see when players can't shoot, and I said he can't even shoot either.
I thought he said because I was listening to the show. I thought he said that. I thought AP said that they not good 3-point shooters.
No, he said that. He said they are.
No, I didn't.
You just said that.
I said no, I didn't. I said no. You said who's a better shooter out of them? I said they are.
No,
out of Jalen Green.
He said, "Are they great 3-point shooters?" You said no.
All right, here we go. Jalen Green, he shot. Let's see. Regular season, he shot 34.
No. I asked that the playoffs.
And then we go to the postseason, and he shot 29.5% from the.
All right. Okay.
So it's
all the numbers are bad. I mean, his free throws,
but like I said, I'm gonna tell you the argument again.
You want to be real?
I said, how you gonna ask for other players to shoot to space out when he can't even space out? His game is driving to the hole.
Exactly why. That's why he needs a space, though. AP.
All right. Listen.
He's trying to blame Jalen Green.
Yeah, exactly.
No. First of all, I'm not. First of all, if you listen to early in the show, BK tried to blame the players. Then. All right, but then BK was trying to blame the other players than Jalen Green. I'm saying Jalen Green because he said, "How you gonna play a 5-on-5 with other players can't shoot?" I said, "If you can't shoot either, that's on you too."
If your five guys on the court is not shooting well, then that just means your whole there's no point in having.
All right, and what if you can't shoot either? Then what?
No, I'm saying five. So there's 5 players, right?
No. What if you can't shoot? Because Steph Curry can play with 5 players that can't shoot.
That's what I'm saying. I'm including Jalen Green because he was the starter. 5 players.
Yeah, 5 players. Yeah.
Okay. Jalen Green, Amen Thompson, Tari Eason, and Dylan Brooks and
okay.
Tari Eason didn't start. Dylan Brooks and Şengün. Mouthful. I thought Tari Eason started.
Yeah, all of them couldn't shoot, right, DJ? Yeah.
All right. So you only making my point, BK. How you blaming the other players when Jalen Green?
Because
no. I'm not making his point.
I'm not taking Jalen Green off the hook.
I'm not making his point.
Bro, hold on. The whole show, you can't even, in the comment, bro, you've been bashing Jalen Green the whole show.
No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't. The whole show. First of all, I just came in like 7 minutes ago. Second of all I said was Jalen Green game is driving to the hole. He barely shoots outside shots.
Hold up, Dawabi. I'm not saying he don't deserve no blame, but if you looking on the internet and what people be saying about Jalen Green, it's just crazy because bro,
All right, he doesn't. So this postseason, he doesn't deserve blame.
Hold on, AP.
We're not saying that, DJ. AP. We're not saying that.
BK, I only got one question. This for the whole panel, and this for the comments, bro. How much, like, what do I put on these players when they so young like this? When it's their first time?
Thank you. I just said that before you got me. I just said that.
Is crazy, bro.
No, yeah. Listen.
I just said that.
I can see, like, listen, if this was KD or Steph or something, cool, blame him. But this is a young player who's never been in the playoffs, and the adjust. Y'all, and first of all, we gotta give credit to the Warriors because the way they played Jalen Green was great.
Yeah. And he'll make adjustments. He'll actually go and watch film,
and he'll
actually go and make adjustments and get better in the offseason.
You know, you have to watch the playoffs every game, bro. If you watch the playoffs, he was driving to the rim. He just didn't make no shots. That's all.
Yeah, and then like I said, DJ, when you have guys that can't shoot, it's so easy to help on Jalen Green.
Yo, listen, don't give me. Listen, hold on. I had a call, my bad. But I'm gonna say this. I don't want to hear about what a young player, because I see y'all harsh on other young players, but as soon as Jalen Green, he's still young though. I don't want to hear that.
No, I'm saying no.
Listen, nah. I don't. Yo, listen.
The regular season.
No. Listen. Listen. Let me just say this. Let me say this. In the beginning of regular season, Jalen Green was doing bad. Then in that second half of the regular season, he started doing good. So
what year you talking?
He's been topsy-turvy anyway. He's been like that. Season? Yes, this season.
No, this season he was playing well.
No. He started off playing bad, then he started off playing good. That's what happened.
You talking about that 10-game stretch when he's bad?
No. In the beginning of the season, listen to what I'm saying. In the beginning of the season,
he was averaging like 20.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't.
He was.
No, he wasn't. Look it up. No, he wasn't.
Bro,
he wasn't. He was averaging. He was averaging 17.
I'm gonna look it up right now, bro.
You said 20. He wasn't averaging 20. Nah. That would have put him in.
I know he was averaging 20 because I was watching the Rockets, bro. When in the first half of the season, he was averaging 20, and then it dipped. He started dropping off to 18.
Nah.
His season average is 21.5 points a game.
I know. All right. What I said, he was averaging 17. The second half of the season, he started exploding. That's what I said. I said second half of the season. That's what I said. Are y'all listening? Second half of the season, not now.
Exactly, man. Gerard actually.
And once again,
the best.
And I want to see how much shots per game. I want to see how much shots per game he took outside. How much 3-point shots a game? Because you comparing his 3-point averages when he don't even take that much.
No, listen again. Like Jalen Green's ability to get downhill, right? You don't really want him shooting that many threes unless he really.
All right. His ability to get downhill, all right, cool.
Like collapse a defense and kick it out to open shooters,
and,
right?
And his playmaking is bad. His playmaking is bad,
player, man. He's young.
Don't give me this young shit, because every time and everything you get at Cam Thomas every moment you can, and that's cool. Listen. No, wait. Listen. Well, I'm gonna just say something, and that's cool if you keep it consistent across the board. You can't just one young player and then he's young and Cam Thomas younger than him. You're gonna say, oh, he's young and no. Keep it consistent.
Regular season. We talking about playoffs.
No. Once again, keep it consistent. Keep it consistent when you judge a player.
How can you keep one consistent if one player is not in the playoffs and the other is?
No, we're not talking about the playoffs. We talking about regular season. I said how much shots he shot in the regular season per game. That's what I said. On the outside. That's what I said.
But if anybody been listening to the show from the first half to now, bro, literally the whole conversation was about playoffs. You only brought.
No, it wasn't. No. You're not telling me. First of all, no. No, you're not. You're not doing that. You wasn't on the panel when we were talking about. No. You brought up. Hold up. First of all, you brought up the regular season numbers. Then you brought up the playoff numbers. So don't go there. We talked about.
I said in the regular season after the All-Star break, he started showing.
All right, so what? All right, but
That's
he
what I
just said we only was talking about the playoffs when we wasn't only talking about the playoffs.
No,
We
for
was
the
not
most
only talking
part,
about the
listen,
playoffs.
AP, for the most part, I was talking the playoffs.
All right, no. So why you brought up regular season numbers then?
I just said I didn't bring up no numbers. I said after the
You brought
All-Star
up
break,
regular season numbers, bro.
I said after the All-Star break, he had showed improved playmaking.
Once
but
again, listen. Don't bring up the regular season and don't bring up after the All-Star break. Bring up the playoffs if you're gonna say you brought up the playoffs only.
Development. That's what I'm saying. I just think
That was
See,
his
this
whole
is what I'm
point, 'cause
talking
he was
about. So
talking
which
about the
one?
playoffs,
All right.
but
So
you got
my
an example, bro.
my point stands. We wasn't only talking about the playoffs. We was talking about the regular season too. That's what we was talking about. So that's what I was talking about.
you brought up the regular season. I just
didn't even bring you. Listen, you brought up when I asked you what's the numbers. You brought up the regular season numbers. Then I asked you what's the playoff numbers. Then you brought up the playoff numbers after that. You don't remember?
No, I said in my opening for the first 20
No.
minutes.
I'm talking. No. He said since I came on the panel. I'm talking about when I came on, not when you started talking. When I came on the panel.
Oh, well, I don't know. I mean, I'll re-listen to it.
Yeah,
But
I know what I was talking about. Yeah, listen, I know what I'm talking about. Listen. I'm the one that asked you. I'm the one that asked you. Listen. I'm the one that asked you for the playoff numbers. That's what I asked you for because you was bringing up the regular season.
I'm not talking about numbers. He was just on the topic of the playoffs. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So why bring up the regular season numbers then?
I didn't bring up the numbers.
All I said was
that he got his
all right, but my point is, why bring it up when I'm on here?
He used it because it was an example, bro.
Yeah, so that's it. Yeah. The regular season and playoffs are two totally different seasons. Am I right about that or not?
Yeah, you can be talking about a main. This is it'll be a main topic, and then you use something as an example. That doesn't mean like the conversation switched.
Yeah. It was just about the
basketball.
So DJ, what's the whole KD trade? What do you actually think about that, man? I think it was
like
crazy.
The trade, bro. And then you was able to keep Jabari Smith and Tari Eason, bro. Nah, I like that lineup, bro.
I don't know. You think it competes with OKC?
Yeah, I think it can compete with OKC. They gotta add a few more. They gotta add some more shooting. I'm gonna be honest with you. They still need a couple more shooters on that bench. They can compete with OKC. I'm not gonna say they can definitively beat OKC. I'm not gonna say that. I don't think they can just easily beat them, but they can take them like 6-7 games.
Oh, hold on, man. I answered your question already, man. I said it depends on the scenario. If I'm the Phoenix Suns, I don't want Cam Johnson, right? Because I'm technically rebuilding.
It's not about stats, though.
Yeah, if I'm the Houston Rockets or the Thunder or the Indiana Pacers, and I'm just like a piece away, a role player away, I'm taking Cam Johnson. You know, it's the same thing.
Y'all realize how valuable like rim attacking players, layup finishers are, bro. I mean, just because he played bad in the playoffs doesn't mean he can't do those things no more.
Exactly. It was like I said, he'll adjust, and if you don't have the spacing, and all you guys listening to the show, go out there and play a 5-on-5, right? And all the other 4 guys on your team can't shoot for shit, and see if you actually win the game.
Cam Johnson,
huh?
Not Cam Johnson.
What about Cam Johnson?
Oh, you mean Cam Thomas? Well, you mean Cam Thomas? Why you say Cam Johnson?
Oh, he said Cam. Oh, okay. He was saying, can you answer the original question? Would teams rather have Cam or Jalen? They're the same age and the same height. Cam has a better contract and better stats. The upside, I would say Jalen Green, though. Yeah.
What exactly are y'all trying to like say? Because I'm confusing it. Like, I just want somebody to explain it. Like,
no, he was asking a general question. He was saying like,
because I thought y'all was saying like,
yeah, no, he was actually. I thought he meant Cam Johnson. I thought he meant Cam Johnson. He meant Cam Thomas.
Because I was like, what does Cam Thomas have to do with anything, bro? They just got Kevin Durant, bro.
Like, no, he was saying like, if you're a team, right, would you rather take Cam Thomas or Jalen Green in terms of like building your team up? Because like Cam Thomas,
team up, I'm taking Cam Johnson. I mean, Cam Johnson. I'm taking Jalen Green.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying too. Yeah, but no.
Like the playoff,
but hold on, DJ. Hold on. This is what XK Hours is actually saying now is that Cam Thomas's average is 24 points a game and Jalen Green averages 21.5 points a game. So that's the reason why he would take Cam Thomas over Jalen Green.
Because of that slight, because 24 points. So y'all looking at points, huh? Y'all not looking at the defense. Y'all not looking at the rebounding. Y'all not looking at the playmaking. None of that.
Yep. Yeah, man. So like I said, Jalen Green.
I'm not building around a 6'3" guy that don't play no defense.
Yeah, and he's not, like I said, he's not dynamic, man. Like he doesn't he can't
why would I? Yeah, gotta make it make sense. Like I would rather build up a team with a Jalen Green type of player, a guy who can get down to the rim, finish at the rim, has a mid-range game, can work on his 3-point shot.
Yeah, because he's shooting 35%.
And his rebounding is good.
He's 2 years away. I think if he works on it, he's like 2 years, 2.5, 3 years away from becoming like a 40-something% 3-point shooter. Because he's 186 pounds, so it would only help him if he's not going to really put on like any type of weight, like muscle or anything like that, to like improve his 3-point shooting. But again, you got to give these guys time. He's 23 years old, man.
Now, if that was Cam Thomas in that situation, you think people would be bashing him like how they did get Jalen Green?
Oh, hell no, they won't, man. Hell no,
fans. I don't think Nets fans would.
Hell no, they won't, man. Let me see. Yeah, so that's the XKL. That's the question. Yeah, man. So you gotta you can't just look at 24 points a game. So I'd rather take 21.5 points from Jalen Green plus the 6 assists a game, 5 to 6 assists a game. Ability to
Nobody said he was now Dwabi's trying to change the word. Nobody said elite rebounder, defender, or playmaker. No, he's just better than Cam at those things. Like he's a better rebounder, defender, and playmaker than Cam Thomas. If you watch,
he's not better. He's not better than the other. He's not better than the other top guards in the NBA. Like he's not better than Anthony Edwards.
But overall scoring, of course, Cam got the scoring all the way. I'm not going to debate nobody with that. Cam has the scoring, but I don't value only scoring. Y'all, it's like the way y'all analyze basketball, y'all just only value scoring and nothing else.
Yeah. You gotta look at also defense too. Like Jalen Green has the athleticism to like play passing lanes, get steals.
As great as Luka is, bro, I don't put Luka over like a lot of guys because he scores the basketball. I don't do that.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I can name like 20 guys off rip, man, who's better than Luka. Like I would take over Luka, man. I'm taking Cade Cunningham over Luka. I mean, there's a lot of players I'm taking over Luka.
I can't take Cade, bro. I'm sorry. Not yet. Not yet. Cade.
Come on, man.
Nah, not Cade.
He almost beat the Knicks by himself.
I know. I mean, almost don't count though, bro.
Yo, if Malik Beasley, who's supposed to be a 41.7 points, your man went Joe Harris, man. Like, I don't know what happened to him. He was getting wide open threes.
Fair enough. BK got the debate right there. Fair enough. He didn't really have much of a team. I'll give you that.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm just looking at him. Don't look at team successes. Look at him as a basketball player, man. And Malik Beasley,
team, bro. I don't think he going. If he stands, I really don't see him winning anything in Detroit, bro.
All they need is like one more piece, man. I mean, they had a better point guard. I would keep Malik Beasley for one more freaking year, man. Like one more year. Like you shoot 41.7% from three. You cannot be clanking like that. You have wide open threes.
Man,
and it's missing.
We'll see, bro. I just don't want Cade in Detroit. But Kevin Durant, bro, this move, I like this move a lot. I saw their roster, and they kept, bro. The Suns got fleeced, bro. I'm not gonna lie, they got fleeced, bro. They didn't even get their pick back. You could have at least asked for your pick back, bro.
Well, I mean, so you think they could have got a better package for Kevin Durant, like at least yeah, exactly.
No, I think that was the best package they could get. It wasn't a bad package. I just think they got fleeced in terms of like, yo, you didn't get Tari Eason or Jabari Smith out of the deal or something, bro. You didn't like try to take apart their bench. I mean, you could have got one more player out of that.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, definitely. Well, you got Dylan Brooks, but Kevin Durant, I mean, he's 37, right? And you looked at him right now, like Kevin Durant is just like a role player right now, man. I mean, that's how I would use it.
He's in a perfect situation. He's got a perfect team right now, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I look at this team. This is the most balanced, like out roster Kevin Durant has ever had, bro. Like in terms of role players, defense, I've never seen. KD's about to be on probably his best defending team, like probably outside of the Warriors.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No,
'Cause I
I
don't
agree with
think
that.
OKC was like this type of defense that the Rockets played.
Yeah, but you know what actually beats good defense, man? Ball movement, right? I mean, if you go to like a heavy isolation offense, yeah, but you will fall like predatory towards that. But if you
Well, who's?
actually
I mean,
the
honestly,
ball,
outside of OKC, who has a chance of beating them?
uh,
Maybe the
uh,
Mavericks.
let's say if the Pacers fully healthy, like you think they beat the Pacers,
No,
like the
I'm
way
just
they
saying.
play,
I'm just saying
their
in the
style of
West.
play and pace, and
I think all right, if the Rockets get to like all the way to the finals and they face the Pacers, yeah, they can beat the Pacers.
well, I don't know, man, because like the way they play, like if you have even like
They got
like
more
a
depth than
certain
the Pacers,
defensive
bro.
assignment, like it gets cross matched because of all like how fast they play. Like if Kevin Durant is assigned to let's say Obi Toppin, like how fast they actually move and play. Like now you get the switch on to like let's say Nimrod and I don't know, man. Pacers are tough, man. I mean, damn, they are tough.
They're a
I mean,
good
they won
team.
my
I just
respect.
feel
You're
like the
right about
Rockets.
Nimrod too. You know, I mean, I don't know, like he had some really, really good games, but like his defense and like, yeah, man, you were right about Nimrod.
Yeah, bro, and I can't believe the OKC Thunder won the championship. I told you it was gonna happen, bro. If they won the championship, bro.
So if I don't know, man, if you think if Halliburton to get hurt, man,
Yeah,
it's
that was
tough.
a crazy, crazy injury.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Um,
Them guys is
they
emotional
couldn't
after
really
losing.
generate much offense, man. And like when before you came on the show, I was just talking about that. Like if you watch the Pacers and how TJ like Chet Holmgren was like a problem on there, man, because like if you look at what TJ McConnell was doing to the Knicks, he would just like get the switch on, like say get cat switched on to him, and he would get to like the 13 to 15 foot spot and hit that jump shot, that little mid range shot right there. Like Chet Holmgren was actually taking that away from him, man. So I
They
said,
just
damn,
need. I think they need they need a scorer. They need a legit scorer, bro.
yeah,
Because Tyrese Halliburton, he can score the ball, but he's just a traditional point guard. He's what you call a traditional point guard.
yeah.
And Pascal, he can do it. I just feel Pascal is inconsistent. So, he
Yeah.
might have a night here and a night there.
Sometimes I think he plays way too fast, man. Like he doesn't take time. There's
Yeah, he
like
doesn't have
a
the
couple of
game
times I was
sometimes.
watching him, he didn't take time to really read the defense. He was playing too fast, and but sometimes that works for you and it can work against you.
I think they got to do an upgrade, bro. They got to definitely upgrade that wing position. That wing position is too short, bro.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like Miles Turner, like I don't know. I thought I was on a locker room show.
He
I
played
think
bad in this finals.
yeah, I was like him and I. We were talking about that, and I'm like, yeah, he was saying that Miles Turner was complete ass, man, just straight trash. And I'm like, well, is Miles Turner like due for a good game? Like he's had like 4 bad games in a row. Like he's not hasn't been hitting the shots, but is he due for like a really good game? And
The lights was
nah,
too bright.
yeah. Because like in that Knicks series, he was really good, man. Like he was really, really efficient. I don't know what happened, and I'm like, man,
I think we about to see a move and something going on in the East. I think something gonna happen in the East.
yeah.
I think one of these teams are gonna
What about Cam Johnson? You think that helps the Pacers?
at the wing spot.
The way
Yeah,
not
I think it
the thing
could.
is Cam Johnson. The way Cam Johnson was playing this past season, like he looked like a different player, man.
Yeah, I think it could. But can he do that in the playoffs though, bro? I don't know.
Yeah,
I
because
don't know if he could do that.
he still can come off like ball screens, right? And he could hit like come on, like in terms of like coming off screens, both sides. Like, and that's not easy to do, man. Like just coming off screens and be able to have your feet set ready and just be able to like hit that 3-point shot, just coming off of ball screens. He still has that.
Well, if he goes there, yeah, I think that could work.
Yeah,
He might average like 18 points per game, something like that.
yeah.
Maybe shoot for like 40. As long as he can shoot 40% from three consistently throughout the season.
Yeah. I mean, so Kevin Durant, man, getting back to him, you really think it was a good trade? But see, Amen Thompson, I don't know, man. Like he still can't shoot. Easton, let me see, Torrey Easton, and I like Torrey Easton too.
I don't know. Amen Thompson's been working out with with Klay Thompson's trainer, with his 3-point shooting trainer. So we'll see, bro. I mean, I saw the workout videos. Amen Thompson looking like I don't want to be fooled by the workout videos again, but they was looking good.
Okay. Well, we seen guys like in practice. We got to see it
Yeah,
in real game.
that's why I said I don't want to be fooled because he
Yeah.
looked like he was
Because
hitting them
I
shots,
seen.
bro. It looked like he was hitting them shots.
I was watching the New Jersey Nets in 2006, and I got there like an hour early to the game. I saw Trenton Hassel warming up. I was like, all right, we're gonna have a good year, man. Trenton Hassel hitting. He hit like literally like 100 mid-range shots in a row. I said, damn. I said, I know I can't fuck with no NBA player, man, because like that's not even fair. But then, like in a real game, it's like, yeah, he was like a horrible shooter, man. I mean, we seen like Malawatch, right? He's working on his 3-point shot. I'm like, yeah, it looks good when there's no pressure, but then you start putting them lights on, man, and then like guys closing out on you, and it's different.
Yeah, bro. And the Suns, I like the deal for the Suns long term, but I think the problem is that we have to focus on the right now. So right now, it's not looking like a good roster.
Where on what team?
The Phoenix Suns.
Oh no, you got 3 guards there, man. Like who all needs the ball, man. I don't know.
Not even just 3, because you got Grayson Allen. He's still under contract for like I think 3 more seasons.
Yeah.
Then you have who else they got? Is they gonna? I don't even know if they're gonna sign. Is they gonna sign Tyus Jones back?
But hold on. What's wrong with Cam Whitmore, man? Like he got no minutes, man. Like I mean,
honestly, he's gonna get minutes now. He's gonna get minutes now.
Yeah. So what was one of the
things? They don't have a backup shooting guard, so he's the only one now.
Yeah. Can he shoot though? Let me see. I don't
know.
He could. I mean, he was showing like when he got the opportunity. He actually.
What they bench gonna be? What do you think? Like, I think the line is gonna be Reed Shepherd, Cam Whitmore.
I think Reed Shepherd. I don't think he's even an NBA player, man. Straight up.
What?
I mean, skill wise, yeah, but like, just look at him.
So you would trade him?
I mean,
get a backup point guard, get a better one. I'll go. You know who I'll go get? I'm gonna be honest, BK. I'll go out and get Lonzo Ball.
Yeah, but his knees, though, man, that's the thing.
So you wouldn't risk it? You wouldn't take a chance on Lonzo?
It depends on who you're giving up. If you get him like,
I don't like Fred VanVleet starting, bro. I just don't.
Well, I mean, you need like a veteran. I mean, if he would have shot better, man, he shoots like 30.
He's got at this point in his career, he's got to come off the bench.
Well, he shot his career from the 3-point line is 34.7% from the 3-point line. So if he shot 21% for the first 2 games, I think if he shot better, they win that series.
Easily, you think it's just easily like that?
And would have went probably 6-7 games though, man. I mean, yeah, man. I mean, because again, like you played basketball before, man. If guys can't shoot, like it clogs the paint up.
Yeah, because the paint would be clogged up. Yeah. And then when your guy's over here as a rim attacker and he can't drive to the rim as much.
Yeah.
So he's forced to take shots that he's normally not.
And maybe there's space, but then like the space can easily be closed up now because this guys just can't shoot, man. Like that. That's why I be like, people will BKU with the scout reports. I'm like, yeah, man, because when you go into a 7-game series, they look at all these weaknesses, man. They know all your tendencies. They got time to prep for you. The amount of rest is equal, like 2 days apart, 3 days apart. They got a lot of time to prepare for you, man. And they know what you're good at, and they know what you're not good at, and they're gonna take away what you're good at.
Yeah, but I think Booker got to get out of Phoenix though, bro. I know he don't want to leave all that money on the table, but he's got to find a way to get out of Phoenix, bro. Because it's just. They have not built, like, since that, I think, 2021 team that went to the finals, they have not built anything, like, good at all for Booker.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you got to also look at, like, player development, man. I mean, and, a lot of teams just aren't good at it, man. That's just the Nets, look at the Nets, like Cam, what's his name? Nick Claxton, Day'Ron Sharp. None of these guys, if you look at the scouting reports, when they come out of college and then look at them now, it's the same thing. I mean, they haven't got better at virtually anything, man. So, You got, and then they were saying like, I was reading this one article. They were saying that Nick Claxton is a steal in the draft. I was like, what the fuck are you guys talking about, man? Like, what's steal? Like, what are you talking about? What's steal? He's a draft steal. I said, who's writing these articles, man? I meant to do that. I've been playing a lot of basketball. I've been doing like a lot of one-on-one basketball. I've been too tired to do the shows.
Hey, BK, Dwabi said it's more on the players themselves to develop in the team. Do you believe that?
Yeah, it's 50-50 to a degree. You know, I mean, but look at Ben Simmons. Like Ben Simmons was trying to develop. I mean, he was working on a shot, and like who's teaching him how to shoot? You know, like
that's Dwabi. I think Joel actually developed. I think they did develop Joel well. They did develop him well, but it was just Ben. I don't think
I'm not saying like you got to take guys right and turn them into like Jokic or anything like that, or Shaquille O'Neal. I'm saying like Nick Claxton needs to get stronger. He needs to be able
to Dunker. Why in the world would they trade Şengün for Claxton and Cam Johnson and some picks? Why would they do that?
Nah, they run their offense through Şengün, man. We go run your offense, bro. Kevin Durant, he's not the same player anymore, man. Y'all guys keep thinking Kevin Durant's the same KD and OKC and Golden State Warriors, man. After that Achilles injury, and I said this on like when you had that big three
going for Claxton.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's nasty work, man. When you had that big three, right? You didn't get Houston James Harden. You got a fat out of shape James Harden. You got a broken down Kevin Durant. I mean, he put up good numbers, but again, it wasn't the same Kevin Durant. And and Kyrie Irving, you didn't really get the same Cleveland Kyrie. You know who was
that's true. Kevin Durant does like Brooklyn. He just doesn't like the organization.
Yeah.
And a reunion,
he's a Rocket fan. He would take Clax.
Harden, none of these dudes is coming back to the Nets, bro.
He said, we take Clax, but the Rockets owner and his damn son thinks the world of Şengün. Well, all Şengün got to do is put a little bit more muscle on and develop an outside shot. And yeah, he's like
Şengün's defense is not like
it's decent.
Was bad in the playoffs, but it's not atrocious.
Yeah, it's not atrocious. It's decent. Yeah.
How is KD and Şengün not going to work? What do you mean? How's that not going to work? That literally works.
Well, it depends. If KD's gonna want to have the ball in his hands all the time, and think he's still that, that's not gonna work. Because then, like when the help comes, Şengün can't hit three. He can't shoot.
But we've seen KD play with centers that can't shoot, and it worked.
How far did that go, man?
I mean, he won a championship with a guy that didn't shoot. That wasn't a.
I mean, come on, man. You had space in with.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If they get shooters,
but I mean, but who? All right. So in terms of
a couple shooters in the
hold on. In terms of getting high percentage looks, right? Who's more effective at that, Şengün or Kevin Durant? Like high percentage under the rim. I'm talking about back to the basket, under the rim.
Şengün is more effective than that.
Exactly. Yeah, and Kevin Durant, is a 40-something% 3-point shooter, who will make it much easier for Şengün, right? So Kevin Durant is going to actually have to take a step back. If he thinks he's the guy, and nah, man, no, you're not that guy.
Saying two non-defense. First of all, this is how y'all know you gotta watch the games, bro. Kevin Durant is not a horrible defender, bro. Y'all act like he's the worst.
No, he's not a horrible defender. No.
He's actually a decent defender.
He's decent, yeah.
Yeah, he's not a bad defender. He's decent. He's better than a lot of these dudes out here.
Yeah. At least Kevin Durant's 240 pounds, man. Like he could put some like resistance there. It's not like Claxton, right? It's not like Claxton.
Down the dunker. Did he play old? Did he play old? He did not play old at all. And his defense was actually pretty good this season.
Yeah, just not good enough, man, because he couldn't.
Yeah, because it's only one player. I mean, he was the only guy. To be honest with you, him and what's that boy, Ryan Dunn and Royce O'Neal, those are the only three players I can think of that was actually playing defense on the Suns.
Yeah. We know Bradley Beal's not a good defender.
Yeah, look at the stats. Down under Ducker, look at the stats, bro. He was the best defender on the team, stat-wise, bro. And on the court.
Yeah, like I said, it all depends on how you use it all depends on KD. If he's willing to be the second guy, because you can't put the ball in KD's hands and say, well, Şengün, I need you to space the floor out, it ain't gonna work, because like like Kevin Durant will get double teamed, and they'll pass the ball out to Şengün, and he can't shoot threes. He can't hit
Okay, y'all see,
outside
y'all
shot.
talking about it don't fit. It don't fit. Y'all see this with almost every team, and look how it turns out, bro. It be fitting, bro. I don't take nothing y'all say serious. It's gonna
Who's
work,
that?
bro.
You mean Kevin Durant?
Yeah.
I mean, yo, come on. He could. I don't know, man. I think you got to get that team.
BK, think about it though. For the longest, they said, "Oh, Kevin Durant, Harden, and KD is not gonna work." But I mean, we went to the second round. I mean, it pretty much worked. I mean, we just didn't play that many games with each other.
Yeah, just like I said, you didn't get the Houston James Harden. He was fat and out of shape. Like he couldn't like if you watch like he had like when he was slimmer, like in Houston, he was the MVP, and I mean he can dunk on you, man. He could break you down off the dribbles first step, but like he just wasn't that. And he came into camp out of shape, and then as a result, you out of shape, you're gonna get them hamstring injuries.
What? How he's 37. So what, bro? So what? I mean, LeBron's 37. Steph Curry is like 37. So
but
these guys are playing at high levels.
LeBron can at least like play with his back to the basket. Like he doesn't really have to use as much as his athleticism. If he does, I mean, he still has it, but he doesn't really have to use it. Like he can just back you down. He can post you up if he just plays
I don't think they understand though, BK. Like the Rockets got exactly what they needed. They got the closer. They needed a closer, and they got one.
Yeah.
Now
I guess it's not a horrible trade. No, it's not a hard. Like I said, it just depends. It just depends on how they use KD. Like he can't like he needs to just be a spacer. If they close out on him, 1-2 dribble pull ups. If he can get to the rim, he can get to the rim. But like him being ball centric and say, "Yo, this is my team," nah, it's not gonna work, man. Unless
I mean, you have the leader.
Şengün can shoot, huh?
Ime Udoka is the leader. You think Ime Udoka is gonna allow KD to do all that mess, bro?
I hope not. Yeah, man. Hopefully there's some type of understanding on what the roles are going to be.
Twist though, BK. It was reported that Booker and Kevin Durant wanted Bradley Beal.
Yeah. That big three shit don't work though, man. I mean, it's all predicated on like guys got to be like healthy, man. And you get one injury.
You ain't no pro athlete. I mean, he has access to things that you don't have access to, bro.
Ooh, man, DJ getting feisty, man. Damn.
No, I'm just saying, bro. They talking about like y'all the same. I don't care how old you is, bro. I mean, he's 37. He will still outplay you.
Yeah, KD will bust my ass, man.
Like,
straight
come on,
up,
bro. He'll cook everybody in this chat, bro. He Kevin Durant. You saw how he played last season.
Yeah, again, you're not. Hopefully, down on the dunker, you're not asking KD to be that version that he was on the Brooklyn Nets. You're just asking him to come out there, space the floor out. And the dangerous thing about Kevin Durant is that he could put the ball like you hard close out on him. He could put the ball on the floor, 1 dribble, 2 dribble, pull up. I mean, he's a master at that. It could get them past. I mean, definitely should get them past the first round though, at least.
Yeah, I don't see the Warriors beating them. I don't even think the Mavericks can beat them. I think the Mavericks can.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
They can take the Mavericks to like 6 games, 6-7 games. But outside of them, bro, the Clippers is finished. They're not even gonna make the playoffs. I don't think.
Well, Kyrie. Well, let's say all right, a fully healthy Kyrie and Houston Rockets, though, man. What Anthony Davis, AD, Cooper Flag.
Oh, the Mavericks, yeah.
You still got PJ Washington over there, man. You still got Derek Clay Thompson.
Yeah, they can give
AD can give you 25 and he can guard. Like he's not. I mean, he's a good like defensive anchor. So yeah, I don't know, man. That you're right. I think 6 games, 7 games. Because I don't know, man. You think they can win a championship though? I don't know. Because like I think they rush this. Because now they're saying the Rockets are the championship contenders. I mean, they're the favorites.
Who, the Rockets?
Yeah.
I think it's just because of their depth all around. Like, I think if they traded away Tari Eason and Jabari Smith, then they wouldn't be counted as the favorites. But they kept those 2 dudes, and they kept they bench. I mean, they bench didn't go anywhere. All they moved was Jalen Green and Dillon Brooks.
Yeah, everybody else Dillon Brooks, like you need a player like Dillon Brooks, man. I don't know.
You can always find another Dillon Brooks.
But that see he's but the thing is Dylan Brooks was actually playing really well. I didn't know he even had a game like that. I was like, because the last time like I saw him like 4 or 5 years
I mean, he
ago, I
played all right.
like,
I think he played all right.
yeah. I'm talking about the regular season though, not in the playoffs.
Playoffs, he's a stinker.
Yeah. Regular season, he was actually doing really, really, really well. So
I'm just waiting for Phoenix to make a move. I know they're saying that they're gonna keep Booker and they're gonna re-sign him, but man, bro, I don't know how that's gonna work.
You think the Nets can actually get a Jalen Green? I don't know, man.
What they saying? They keeping Jalen Green and Booker.
That's actually a pretty good combination right there. What you going to do with Bradley Beal though? That's the thing.
No, I like the backcourt of Booker and Jalen Green can work because Jalen Green is not like he doesn't really need the basketball much, and Devin Booker doesn't need the basketball much either. Like Jalen Green can just go downhill and do his thing, and then Booker can
hold on. The Wabi says Cam Thomas a blank check, man. If nobody else is going to be dropping money on Cam Thomas like that, why are you going to drop a blank check on him for what? Why? Doesn't make any sense.
BK Tyree Easton, it plays a lot like Dylan Brooks, bro. Like he's sort of like a Dylan Brooks in a way.
Yeah. But guys got to be able to actually, hit outside shots eventually, man. Hopefully these guys are working on their 3-point because they again, all you gotta do is just get like 3 guys to rebound.
Mo Beasley was good.
Oh, Mo Beasley up in here. Mo Beasley was good. Let me drop the link for Mo Beasley over here, man. Since we're talking about your team, man.
BK, you know what? I'm gonna be honest with y'all the whole lot, bro. I get depressed when I watch that trade went down, bro. Because I look at our team and I look at these teams and I'm like, man, bro.
Yeah, man. I don't know.
We got like 50 years to go, bro.
Yo, chat GDP. I'm not lying. Yo, because I was thinking about this.
To look at, bro.
I was thinking about this with the Nets, man. I was like, damn, I said, it's going to be about 2045, right? 2040 until the Nets win a championship. And chat GDP was like, we were kind of thinking on the same wavelength, man. Like 20. Yeah, man. I don't know.
Mo Beasley, y'all only gave up second rounders. It's not like y'all gave up all y'all first.
Yeah, he's saying skeptical. No, I'm like I said, I'm a little skeptical if Kevin Durant wants to be the man, right? His ego like really kind of gets the best of him. But other than that, I mean, if Kevin Durant's just willing to be like a high end role player and space the floor out for Şengün, yeah,
down under dunk.
Yeah, I mean he's right. Listen, I don't want to be a Cam Thomas hater because people like yo BK you hating. But again, I use this metaphoric analogy right here. If I was to take Cade Cunningham right now, take him off Detroit, put him on Minnesota, we can have a 8-hour debate on who the offense is going to be ran through, Cade or Ant-Man. If I take Cam Thomas and put him on Minnesota as currently constructed, he's coming off the bench. There's no debate. Hold on, Mo Beasley, is that Mo Beasley?
XK hours. The Rockets never really had a true number one, like they true best player. It was always a lot of players. It was Şengün, maybe it was a man, maybe it was always a maybe. Who's this one? Who's that one?
All right, so Mo Beasley. So you say you're skeptical. How come? What's going on, man? It's good.
If what's going on, BK? Salute, DJ, man.
What's up?
I'm a little skeptical as far as the injury. Hopefully we could just stay healthy and the chemistry will kind of, kind of come together. And the long term, I don't know how Jalen Green is going to turn out in Phoenix. So, but the 227 picks, that if we don't win the championship, this trade is a failure because we pushed out our chips. We didn't push out.
So you think they jumped the shark pretty much, right? They should have been a little bit more patient and actually really let all these guys develop.
No, a part of me feels that way, but this trade, I can't complain about this. So it's two sides of this, but I'm more at ease because if this doesn't go right, we have the 27 picks to kind of, help us on the back end of that. So I'm not really I'm not really
But
like I
the thing with the picks. I mean, you never know, man. It's like
Those are
going to
second
the
rounders though.
casino and
Usually.
actually playing slots, right? So you got like I'd rather go to the casino and play baccarat. Like baccarat is a card game. It's a 50-50 game. You got a 50% chance of winning the game, right? So the 50 like the higher probabilities actually going with more established players. Like these draft picks are like going to the
no, I'm talking
casino and
about
playing
our
slots.
picks. I'm talking about our picks, the 27 picks. I picks from Phoenix and Brooklyn. So if this thing doesn't go, if we don't win the championship, because if we get to the Western Conference Finals or we get to the finals and we don't win, this move is made to win a championship. It's not to
Yeah.
just get to the finals. It's not to
Similarly to like the Mikal Bridges thing, right? If you don't win
yeah,
a championship, you give up all these picks and all these play. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
yeah.
I give
So
the window. I think with Kevin Durant on that team, I think the window is like 2 years. But when KD's gone, I think y'all got a good window though. Still,
yeah, we stay, and that's what puts me more at ease with the trade because, like I said, we'll have 2 first round picks in 27, and we won't have a pick this year and next year. But that'll be our time to compete. And then if things don't go as well, we'll have the 2 first round picks to kind of help us maneuver, get another star, or if the picks are high, we can draft the picks or whatever. So, mostly, I have time to think about it and like kind of try to see the picture that they're seeing, and with everything that's around KD, that the coaching, the people that's there, things like that. I think this should be a smooth transition.
Yeah, but like you said, man, you have to win a championship. They did this to win a championship. The
Yeah,
Rockets are now
BK, they
heavily
got 2 years
favorites
to
to
do
win
it,
a chip.
bro.
I will
Yeah.
say this. If they do get to the finals, this East is looking mighty easy to win, man. So
Yeah, this East is
I
looking.
don't know, man, because you got Orlando with Desmond Bain. I mean, he adds like a different element to that Orlando
Well, I
team,
mean,
man.
honestly, BK, there's only what 3 teams because Boston. I'm not gonna count. Boston's probably gonna make like the play-in, probably the first round. But in terms of winning, I mean, how long is James Tatum gonna be out?
probably the whole year. If not, he's gonna come back at the towards the end of next season for sure.
Then yeah, I'll probably just count them out for right now until we know. I don't believe in the Bucks. Giannis got to get out of that team.
And
The
you don't believe
Cavs,
in
I don't believe in the
Cleveland.
Cavs. What are the Cavs gonna do?
You got the
Well, the
Knicks.
Knicks, though. I mean, the Knicks is still going to be a tough out, man.
You got
But
the
other than the Knicks,
Orlando.
other
A
than Knicks,
couple of like
Cavs, and
better decision.
Orlando,
If Cat can actually get into the film room, like, and just like study the game, um, yeah, they probably could have won that series against the Pacers, though,
and,
man.
and seeing what happened tonight with the Pacers, man, that's another team that could possibly,
Yeah,
what I'm saying, like
and
it's
now
but like,
Tyrese is out for what, a year or two. How long
yeah,
he
but
be out?
Nimrod was actually, I think, a couple of years ago. Nimrod had a couple of 30-something point games and 8 assists, 9 assist games. I just think his
But he
hands
can't
were
fill that
full.
Tyrese Halliburton clutch role.
Well, yeah, I think his hands were full, like just guarding like Shea, man. I mean, it's a tough cover. Like you have like Shea bumps you, so like you got to really anticipate the bump, like and try to win the bump, and it's hard, man, guarding Shea, man. And I just think he was
yeah.
exhausted, like really having to guard him
Yeah,
full
when he
time,
out there
And
man.
then
falling on the
you
ground getting
can't
free
like
throws.
you can't be too stiff on the bump because then they'll call a foul and things
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that. So it's like you got to win the bump without like
yeah,
winning the bump.
exactly.
So
Yeah,
it's a whole game within the game with that.
yeah,
But yeah, as far as like I was saying, man, whoever can get to the finals out the West, it's looking like they're gonna win. The West is gonna win the championship at least next year. I'm thinking the West is gonna win the I
Yeah,
just don't see it. Like
I don't see anybody. When's the last time somebody won in the East, bro? What, the Boston Celtics?
yeah. Last year,
yeah,
yep.
But even prior to that, who won in the East?
Yeah, it was. I mean,
the Bucks, the
listen. The
Bucks in
Boston Celtics
2021.
were set to really
That
win for
hospital
like
ring. Oh
3 or 4
man.
more years, man. I mean, the team was young enough, but it's just that the second apron, Adam Silver doesn't want to see dynasties, and like the new ownership group for the Boston Celtics came in and just broke it up,
East is
man.
so trash, bro.
Yeah, so the Boston Celtics were really because like I think the Boston Celtics currently, as they were constructed and healthy, I mean, there was just nobody really beating that team, man. You know, I don't care OKC, nobody. You know, that team was just like, damn, it's crazy.
What about the Knicks, BK? You don't think the Knicks are going to be right back at it? I mean, Boston's down now for like the whole year.
Yeah, I think the Knicks
Pacers
are,
is
man.
probably
Jalen, if
down.
they can get like it depends on who their new
This
coach
is
is.
prime for the Knicks taking, man.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
the Knicks don't win this year, they got. I don't know, bro. Do they got to blow it up?
Nah, they can't. That to me, they have to stick with it till the ship till it dies down, man. They've hooked their anchor to Mikal Bridges, Cat, and this OG Anunoby and all those guys. So they're gonna be stuck with these guys for a while.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe not Cat. Maybe they maybe can move Cat. Maybe.
I mean, but you give up all that stuff to move Cat, and you know it's just a fair. I think you got at least another year or at least a year and a half to the not this trade deadline, but 2027 trade, well 2026 trade deadline.
And the Knicks. Well, what y'all think, Knicks fans? What y'all going to do, bro? Because y'all know I like the Knicks.
But
I just don't
but
see I just don't see the Knicks making it to the finals, bro.
the East is for the taking. Whoever wants that, man, they can go get it. That's all I'm gonna say.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, Orlando is now going to be tough, man. You know.
Yeah, I'm not sleeping on Orlando
Yeah.
or Detroit. Because I think Detroit is going to make a move.
Because you got the Wagner brothers, you got Paulo Banchero. Hold on one second.
The Pacers might make a move too. They might make a trade somewhere.
Yeah, Pacers might make a move. But Orlando is like the team to really kind of watch out for, man. Desmond Bain. I mean, again,
but still watch out for the East.
Yeah. Because like Desmond Bain is not just like a regular catch and shoot 3-point shooter. He can do that, but again, same thing like Kevin Durant, 1-2 dribble pull-ups. He can get to the rim. He plays defense, not like in terms of locking guys down, but like in terms of getting charges and he plays hard, man. So him and Paulo Banchero, then the Wagners, yeah, man. Those Wagner brothers, they're gonna be tough, man. Jonathan Isaac, he's long. I mean, I wish Jonathan Isaac, that's what I'm saying about development, can just generate some type of offense, man. He would be a beast.
Yeah, but like I said, the East and even Brooklyn, like for me, if y'all can make some underlining moves here and there, you guys could actually sneak into the play-in this year. And this is it's crazy because for y'all to be, and I ain't gonna say for y'all because I think I ain't gonna say the organization is trying to tank, but I think they're trying to cover up the fact that they're not trying to win as much. But I think that with the landscape of the Eastern Conference, I think it's gonna force them to win games that they don't want to win. Some sort of like what happened this past year, and I think that's gonna mess with you guys draft positioning again because it's like, yeah, we want to tank it. Yeah, we don't want to win all these games, but look how banged up the East is. It's like you're gonna have to win some games. So
yeah, I mean, but
even
you got DeBonster, AJ DeBonster coming out next year. I like Karen Boozer.
but I'm saying that to say that you guys are gonna get some upset wins next season
Yeah.
because the way that you guys are building your team and like the assets that you have, you got to spend the money. You got you got 4 first round draft picks coming in. It's like there's no I just don't see a way for you guys to
Well,
actually sit up and say they're gonna
I've
tank.
been looking at a lot of these draft picks, man, that they actually have. I'm not really blown away, man, by those guys.
But
A lot of those
Mobiz,
guys need a lot of work.
But BK, I mean, Mobiz, there's a lot of teams ahead of us though. Like the Raptors are going to be better than us, I believe, if they stay healthy.
Oh hell yeah, yeah. I forgot about
The Atlanta Hawks. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. The Atlanta Hawks is going to be better than us. They have a way better roster.
No, he said the playing tournament, not necessarily like making them.
No, those are going to be. I feel like those are going to be the
Y'all will be fighting for the play in this next season, I think. I think you'll be in that team that's gonna be at that 9, 10, at 8 spot. Y'all gonna be
Yeah,
fighting.
especially
I think we're going to be in the 11th seed again.
if Adam Silver has the draft, a lot of people are saying is rigged, but like, let's say hypothetically it's not. Then if the draft is like a lottery, what you call it? A raffle, then you don't know. Like tanking doesn't even work. I mean, you could have like let's say you have a real life raffle, and you go there, you buy 250 tickets, and the guy that buys 1 or 2 tickets, he just wins because it's just all random. So I don't know.
We got a G League roster though, BK. Who's this roster competing with?
Well, if they play hard, they're going to be in games. They're not going
Nah,
to win.
nah.
No, I mean, you saw it.
I mean, come on, hard, because I feel like Cam Johnson don't get traded. So I mean, outside of Cam Thomas, who's creating that shot?
Yeah, I mean, that's true. That's true.
And I mean, it all depends on Cam Johnson get us to the plan. No, it's not working.
Yo, so have you been looking at a lot of the draft picks, Mo Busy?
Yeah, I was looking around the 10th pick around the area because we had the picture, but I mean we had the pick, but I mean now I kind of with this going on, I kind of just was like whatever now because we don't have any picks anymore. So
yeah, what's your take on Ace Bailey, man?
I think Ace Bailey's believing in himself. I think that. For me, I'm kind of scared to draft him, and I'm kind of scared to not draft him. But I would probably lean more towards just drafting him at number 3 if I'm Philly, or if I don't want to draft him, I'm going to trade out of that pick. But if I'm Utah at 4 or 5, yeah, if I'm Utah at 5, I'm taking Ace Bailey. But I don't think what he's doing like. It's not scaring me off. It's not scaring me off. I like the confidence a little bit. I don't know who would advise him to not like do no workouts and stuff like that. Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, he said he wants playing time. Like that's the thing. He wants the maximum amount of playing time.
Anywhere he goes, he's gonna get playing time.
Nah, not really, man. Not really. I kind of see what they mean. Utah, I see Utah. You can get some playing time in Utah, but as far as him, okay. In the top,
what teams will he not play on? I mean,
well, I think again, like I said,
not playing.
All right, so when I was doing the film study on Ace Bailey, man, I was like, a lot of the shots he's taking, that's not working in the NBA, man. His ass is gonna be on the bench, man.
He's definitely getting burned in Philly, though.
Yeah, the thing is, you have Tyrese Maxey there. The offense is going to go through him, over Ace Bailey.
No, I'm not saying the offense is going to run through Ace, but Ace will get minutes in Philly.
Yeah, but not like if he makes mistakes, like what he was showing when he was in Rutgers.
So you want to give him at least 20 minutes a game, BK?
I think if he goes to like a team like one of the worst teams in the league, he can make all the mistakes he wants.
Then yeah, like Mo Beasley said, then he got to go to Utah. Maybe honestly, he might as well just go to Charlotte. Like I know he don't want to play with Melo Ball, but you might as well just go to Charlotte.
Yeah, because if I'm not taking him over VJ Edgecombe, I don't know what it is about VJ Edgecombe, but he's got something, and it's more than just the talent. I think I like the mentality. I like the overall makeup of VJ Edgecombe. He if he can get that shot, if he can get that shot more consistent,
he actually was working on the shooting mechanics.
And that's what I'm saying. I just like the makeup of VJ Edgecombe. It like for me, I look at his deficiencies, but I just feel like he's gonna work on it so much that it's not even.
So the Nets already have Cam Thomas already, man.
I'm saying if I'm a top 5 team and I'm picking against Ace, either Ace or VJ, I'm taking VJ.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
what's going on, Jonathan? Well, yeah, because VJ actually puts pressure on the rim, and I don't think Ace really does that.
And he plays defense.
Wait, Mo Beasley, is that you, bro?
Yeah, it's Mo Beasley.
Yo, man, shout out to your Rockets, man. You fleeced the hell out of the Suns, man. You have to give up no Torrey Eason, no Jabari Smith. You have to give up half of their Suns picks, man. You got Kevin Durant for pennies on the dollar, man.
They kept their bench, bro.
I know. Listen, the Suns, man. Woo, we took their hole and turned to 16 picks, and the Suns had to take back Dylan Brooks, Green, and 5-second picks on one pick. That's crazy
I ain't
bad
gonna
luck,
lie.
man.
I might switch sides, Jonathan. I might not become. I
No,
might
wait,
not be a
wait.
Nets fan no more.
No, you know what's crazy? Didn't Matt Ishibin say that every NBA team wishes they were in a position? I think he's gonna want to take that back, man. I don't think anybody wants that position right now with Bradley Beal, Booker, and Green. You have no
And
depth
that
on the team.
No, but I
Five
don't know
guards.
how bad they wanted to get out of the KD.
That's what it came down to. They just wanted to beat the clock. They didn't want to wait till
I
draft night. And
think
Kevin
honestly
Durant,
though,
he basically
BK,
muscled his way. KD
I
muscled
think
his
they
way
was
out of that
forced to move
situation.
KD because they know they can't move Beal. Nobody wants
Right.
Beal right now.
Right.
So
And
their
DJ, your
only
Miami
option
Heat
was
team
this:
dodged a
move.
bullet, man.
It was either move Booker or move Kevin Durant. Booker's the
Yeah.
youngest, so you got to move KD.
Right, and DJ, your Miami Heat team dodged a bullet not getting KD. They want everything from. They wanted Jaime Jaquez, Nikola Jovic. They wanted
Khalil Ware.
the pick
They
in this
just
draft. Yeah,
Miami
the
Heat.
whole
The
shit.
report lied, bro. The report said they didn't want to give up Haywood Heisman. That's not true. They didn't want to give up Khalil Ware. That's why.
Right, Kellaway was the big piece. And here's the thing: the Suns didn't get a center back. They have no big. They have no power forward. They have no point guard. They have like 5 guards. They are in
Well,
trouble right now.
Booker is.
That
I guess
10th pick
If Booker
has to
stays, I
be
guess
like a
he's playing the
lottery,
point
top
guard.
10
I
lottery
guess.
pick. Nah, man, they got to trade Booker. I think their best bet to get out of this
Do
hellish
they have any
situation.
picks though? I mean, the Phoenix Suns is
Yeah, they have picks now. Yeah,
They have like 3 picks.
There's a lot of big men in the draft.
Yeah, they
but
have
in
like
this
3
year's draft, you
picks.
talking about? Yeah, I think they have like three picks now.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. Do they go after like a Derek Queen at this point? Because the bigs are going to be tough at 10 or
Now,
something like
honestly,
that.
I'm doing this, BK. If I'm Phoenix, I know they're saying they want to re-sign Booker, keep him and Jalen Green, but you got to move off of Booker. I think it's just time. Get
Yes,
him.
they got
Like they
to.
have not done him right, like at all. Like I mean, ever since 2021, they haven't done good. Like stood
Right.
by him and done what he wanted. I mean, it's time to just get off him, bro. It's just time to
How
let
old
him
is he?
move on to a better
28. Yeah,
team.
you don't want a Damian Lillard situation. Wait till the guy is 33, and then you got to trade him for
It's
pennies on
looking
the
like it's
dollar.
gonna be that though. It is looking like it's
Yeah.
gonna be that.
They got to buy out Beal too, man. I think that's gonna be the biggest buyout in NBA history. He's owed $100 million. They're gonna have to eat that crow, man, on that one.
No, he's on 1-year deal now.
No, he's got 2 years left. I think he's got 2 years, 50 mil apiece. He's got 2 more years.
Yeah, SK Hours makes a good point. It's the new CBA that was why they actually traded KD for nothing. He says Beal ruined the team.
I know y'all say Beal ruined the trade. This is why I say the Suns organization is just dumb. They're just a dumb organization, bro.
That was Ishiba, man. He thought he could cheat the system while the system bit you in the ass, and now you got to deal with the consequences. I know you're talking about the Cam Johnson stuff. Listen, I'm just glad the Spurs didn't get Kevin Durant. Now, if the Nets and the Spurs want to do some business with that Spurs 14 lottery pick,
Yo,
we can
KD
do a
didn't want to go to
clean-cut trade.
Minnesota. He shut that down. He said, "No, I don't want to go to Minnesota."
Yo,
Whoa. I'm not trading Cam Johnson for a 14 pick. Get the hell out of here, bro. You crazy.
Wait, what do you mean? For Harrison Barnes, the 14th pick for CJ?
No.
Oh, come on, BK. We got to move Johnson on draft night. Now we can do a clean-cut deal.
So why?
The
So we
Spurs,
can watch this horrible lineup of Harrison Barnes on there, a 40-year-old man.
hey, listen, if I can get a second lottery pick, I don't care who I have to take. Give me anybody at this point. If I can get
I
over
don't wanna
Johnson's
watch Harrison
contract for a
Barnes.
second lottery pick, I'll take it.
I will hold out for Cam Johnson and wait for a team that's competing for a championship. And like how Phoenix, I mean,
Honestly,
like
who's even watching Nets games now, bro? I mean, after
Yeah,
all
but
these moves,
BK,
bro, who's really
you
watching Nets?
ideally want to do it this Wednesday to trade Johnson. You don't want to wait till next year's deadline. So he'll be 30 years old. Who knows if he'll do good like he did last year?
He just turned 29. He's 28.
But he waited till 29 to peak, and you want to keep that value intact when you trade him, right, DJ?
Hold on, Jonathan. Hold on. Jonathan, to be fair, I gotta agree with BK on this because that's not his peak. I mean, he was peaking when he was in Phoenix, bro.
Right. But I'm saying as far as like career
Because
numbers,
honestly, if you want to be honest, he was a 3-and-D guy when he was in Phoenix.
He got better, yeah.
Right. I'm just saying though, I think you definitely want to do it. And I would say OKC and the Spurs are 2 teams this Wednesday who kind of want to move some bench pieces around that might want to make a move for Johnson.
Let me ask. Hold on, Mo BC. Let me ask you something, man. What about Cam Johnson for Jabari Smith Jr., man? What do you think?
What?
No, he don't play no.
That ain't gonna happen. What is this guy talking about?
Oh, let him answer. Jabari Smith plays defense though, BK.
Nah,
Yeah.
I'm cool, man. I keep.
Yeah, see.
Yeah, I said Harrison Barnes.
Sengun, Jabari, and KD. That's a nice little 6'11" little trio right
Kevin
there.
Durant gonna finally play his original position, his real position, bro.
And
Yeah, he's
BK,
gonna be back at the 3.
BK, you're talking about the Nets maybe trading Johnson to the Rockets. I mean, the best we could get back is
No,
probably
bro, they
Johnson.
don't need him, bro.
No,
They
I
just need
agree. They
just need a
don't.
couple guys that can just shoot.
I agree. I don't see the Rockets right now. I see the Spurs and OKC because they could put Johnson in their system easily. I think with the Rockets, what do we get back
Yo,
from Josh
can we
Rendell?
stop helping out other teams, man?
Hey, can I
BK, we're
ask?
not helping. Wait,
You're helping out
BK.
other teams. You're trying to make
Hold on,
other
BK,
teams
you're-
better.
Hold on, BK,
BK.
hold on. BK, to John's point though, I mean, we really don't. I'm gonna be honest, bro. We don't have nothing good to offer to get like a top player, bro.
Hey,
So,
Yeah.
I mean,
would you guys
what help
take
we gonna
Bradley
do?
Bill? Would you guys take Bradley Bill's contract
No,
and some with
no,
some
Hell
no,
Kevin Durant?
no. Not
no. I'm not
unless you
taking
give me all
Bill.
the picks you got. I ain't taking that guy's shitty deal. I ain't
No,
taking
I'm not taking Bill. Because how is that gonna
Right.
work? Like him and Cam Thomas, that's gonna be horrible.
Right, and BK, I mentioned the Spurs with Barnes. Because Barnes is on an expiring contract. Like these guys just said, you're not gonna get a young guy like Jabari Smith for Cam Johnson at this point. You'd be lucky to get a
What
matching
does
expiring
BK, Jonathan, what does
contract.
BK mean? What do you like, BK? What do you mean helping out other teams? What
BK
can we
thinks
do to
John.
help ourselves? We can't do
BK,
nothing, bro.
you know what it is, DJ?
What's
BK
that
thinks.
14 pick is
Wait,
on
wait,
me?
wait,
We
wait.
went over.
You know what
Hold
BK's
on.
problem is? He thinks Johnson's a third option on a good team. He's
Yes,
a
he
fourth or fifth
is.
option. No, he's a fourth or fifth
No,
option
on a
on a
good
good
hold on,
team.
BK. On a good
Come on.
team with a balanced team, he's a fourth option.
Thank you, DJ. Like this is not common knowledge for him, but BK, it's surprising knowledge.
I keep thinking about the Phoenix Cam Johnson, man. I'm talking about
Oh my
this
God.
past year's version of Cam
On a
Johnson.
bad team, he had to be
Hold
the
on,
second
BK.
or
So let me
third
ask you something.
option. Come on.
Hold on, BK. Let me ask you something. If he was on this team, right? Stay with me. And we had a Giannis and Dame Lillard on this team, and then we had somebody like OG Anunoby. He's literally the fourth option.
Yeah, come on, it's not math.
Well, Cam Johnson could shoot, man. He could space the floor
Oh
out.
my gosh.
He
Yeah,
could
so many other
shoot,
people
man.
can.
All right, hold on. So you put him over there on Denver. Which option is he?
Well, so career average wise, OG Anunoby scores like about 12.5 points per game. Cam Johnson's career average.
Average? No, it's 18.
Oh my gosh! First of all, you're deflecting the question. He'd be a fifth option with Denver Nuggets. I answer your question, DJ. Like you didn't answer the question.
Cam Johnson?
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Who's he?
Aaron Gordon is the third option on the Nuggets right now, BK. If you watch how he played this year. I know BK don't watch the other teams.
But Aaron Gordon is not a playmaker though, man. Like,
oh my! DJ, can you tell what he did in the playoffs?
I know. Listen, I get it. Aaron Gordon can actually.
Cam Johnson's not a playmaker either.
No, he was showing playmaking abilities though, man. He was passing double teams. He was
like 3.
I gotta go back and watch the games, man.
He's not a better playmaker than Aaron Gordon, bro.
Yeah, come on. Did you see what Gordon did in the playoffs? He had 2 game winners.
That's why he didn't want to be in Orlando anymore. He was the main guy in Orlando. He says he didn't want to do that anymore. He wants to just be a role player.
No, he's a third option for the Nuggets. That's a high quality role player.
I'm talking about making plays, making the other guys better around you.
He doesn't need to when you have 2 guys on the court that can do that.
This is wild, man. BK, listen. I understand you view Johnson highly, but the reason why we bring up this,
and then you got Jamal Murray, who's the point guard who does all the playmaking. What playmaking does
BK? The reason why we bring up Johnson going to Spurs OKC is because those teams can easily slide him in as a fourth or fifth option. Spurs can make him the fourth option behind Castle, Wemby, and Fox. And on OKC, he could be a 6 or 7, 8 option at this point because of how much depth they have. They just have to give us up a Isaiah Joe or a Terrence Williams, Ousmane Dieng, and a 2026 pick for Johnson at this point. Like we're not asking for like a fortune here, but we can get some decent assets.
Let me ask you something. Hold on.
BK, right here. If he was on the Lakers, I'll give you this. If he was on the Lakers, okay, yeah, he'll be the third option.
Yeah, because I think he averaged like almost like 20 points a game this past season.
But that's only if LeBron James is not on that team.
Yeah.
Right.
But if LeBron is staying, if LeBron's playing again, then he's the fourth option.
All right, I'm gonna do a show on this sometime this week, man. What about if the Knicks had took Cam Johnson over Mikal Bridges? How does that look?
Worse.
Same thing. Like both these guys are not as impactful on defense, Mikal and Johnson. They're not as like crazy.
No, because the way Mikal was playing defense, Cam Johnson wasn't going to provide that. He was just going to be stand in the corner, really.
Yeah, and the thing is,
it's not just the Cam Johnson again can come off of screens. If you just look at his all ball movement.
Here's a question, BK. Would you have given up 6 picks for Cam Johnson if you were Leon Rose? Let me turn the question on you. Would you have done that?
nobody would even have done it from Mikal Bridges. They only did it because
DJ, is he really thinking about that?
Well, no, when I first started up the show,
that's why
like
Jalen Brunson is
listen, it's not just
wait, BK, you get 6 picks for Cam Johnson? Are you for real?
The championship at the OKC, you got to look at the role players too. You got to look at Lou Dort. You got to look at Alex Caruso. Like you need high end.
Those guys do everything Johnson can't do on defense. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about just role players, like guys that can actually make shots.
Bro, half the role players wasn't even playing. First of all, Jalen Williams, he had like 3 good games. He wasn't even playing all that well.
No, I'm talking about not talking about Jalen Williams. I'm talking about the role players. Alex Caruso.
Caruso was playing all right. He wasn't.
Alex Caruso was really great in the playoffs. He was great in the playoffs. He does way more than Johnson can do on the defensive end.
Caruso was better than Lou Dort. Lou Dort was pretty much
Lou Dort was desperate. Lou Dort was
horrible.
Yeah, I thought Caruso was really valuable, man. Like he was
super valuable. What do the Lakers think of letting him go?
Yeah,
they could. I don't think they could pay him, Jonathan, at the time.
No, I know, but they tried to get him back a few times, but they weren't willing to dip into their little assets to get him. They missed out. Because Caruso's really good.
If this video didn't get demonetized, I would have prepped better for like I would show some video clips of Cam Johnson. He was posting up, he was attacking the closeout, 1-2 dribble pull-ups.
Yeah, that's all cool.
Coming off screens.
That's all fine and dandy what Cam was doing on the bad team. But like me and DJ are saying, if you trade him now to a team that makes him a 5th or 6th
hold on.
To DJ's point, we need more picks in 2026.
Listen, you were bitching the whole year. Yo, man, the Nets are winning too many games.
We wasn't even going to make the playoffs, bro. We wasn't even going to go anywhere anyways with that team.
Yeah, come on, man. Why are you bringing all crazy about that?
Hold on. Weren't they winning games that they weren't supposed to win?
It doesn't matter.
Half the league was tanking. Half the league was, oh my
season, bro. Come on.
They beat Houston twice. They beat some good teams.
Oh my DJ, is he really going crazy?
Now, hold on. The same person that says the regular season doesn't matter. Now he's saying the regular season.
We got to.
He just winning games like that.
So what?
That they were actually supposed to win. And Cam Johnson,
I got him right here, Jonathan. Portland was winning games. Do you think Portland's roster all that great?
I think that. Well, they played in the West. I mean, put Portland.
Exactly.
Put Portland in the East.
What you just said they're playing in the West. We're playing in the East, bro. Come on now.
Yeah, come on. These are so bad right now. And with the Tyrese Halliburton Achilles injury, these get even worse next year.
Yeah, actually, we had so much comp, and when we was winning those games, bro, like we had so much. Like those teams was playing so hard. Bro.
Listen, if Jordy wants to win so badly these meaningless games and screw us over the following draft, hey, by all means do that. But you know what? We're not gonna do well in the draft. Like the Nets, at the end of the day, just commit to a direction this summer. If you commit to one direction this summer and actually follow through on it, maybe
only name like legit like probably four good teams. In the West, you could probably name like 10, bro.
Right. Yeah. And listen, you thought tanking was bad this year with the Bossa, Boozer, and Darren Peterson are looking like the creme de la creme. This is going to be a lot worse tanking next year.
Now NBA draft net got the Nets getting Yegor Demon. Oh, Lord.
Man, listen, I don't know what's going to happen Wednesday. As long as the Nets could get
I think Phoenix should draft. I think Phoenix honestly should draft Yegor.
I'd be happy with Fears Asenga at this point, man. Like, those are two guys I could see.
Why they got Phoenix taking a guard, man? They already got a lot of,
because they're going to need, Well, one, they're going to draft a point guard probably, and then a center. They definitely going to draft another center.
They got to get a big first. I think they have too many guards.
But they have a big, though. They have that rookie, and then they have that
Nick Richards. Oh, Nick Richards and that other guy, Ryan Dunn, right? That's the kid talking about Ryan Dunn.
Is a wing.
See, they got even like the number 29 pick.
Jason about the Osage guy with the his name starts with an O. I know you're talking about.
Yeah, Osage. I forgot to say his name, but he's a center. He's a rookie.
Listen, for the Nets, man, you got to get a point guard with the lottery pick. If somebody give Fears, I'll be excited about it. I think Ace Bailey. I don't know what
the Suns need a center. I mean, they have Nick Richards. They got that rookie. Do they need another center?
I don't know. They need
if you can get something better, man, you can get if Malawatch falls into their laps.
But Nick Richards ain't no scrub though. He's nice.
Yeah, if Malawatch falls into their laps, I mean, you take him.
I keep hearing that Nick Claxton's connected to the Suns, but the Suns are in the second April right now. So how do we make that work? Do we have to take back Grayson Allen's contract?
I just got a question for BK though, like, and for you too, John. I mean, you want to. It sounds like you want to contend, but it's just like BK. I don't know what like assets you want to like. What can we do like to go out there and contend, bro? What can we honestly get?
Nah, I mean, we were talking about it before Jonathan got on. Then that's a cook, man. I just don't think they.
The
No,
thing
I'm
for
just saying
me,
because it's looking like right now we're just going to be a bad team, hardly even making the play-in again. Just
Yeah,
regular
that's why
season.
I was really against because like the draft is such a serious gamble, man. Like I know Jonathan was so gun ho about it, but I was trying to tell him for months. I'm like, dude,
let's see how Wednesday plays out, BK, and then you could say if we do really bad in Wednesday's draft, then by all means I can let you run your mouth about it. But I got to see how Wednesday plays out, and that will
nah.
give you
You think I
information
want
what
to
the
be
hell's
right
going
about
on
that shit,
here.
man? Hold on. You think I want to be right about that? I didn't want to be right about this,
I hope
but
you're wrong about it because I want you to be wrong about it. I don't want this team to keep being mediocre. I want this team to succeed. But to DJ's point, what do we do next year? Because a lot of teams are going to tank. And here's a crazy thing. I don't know if you guys know this. The Pacers, they traded back for their own pick. So if Halliburton's missing next year because of injury, the Pacers could technically put themselves in the lottery next year. Like, there are going to be a lot more teams now in the lottery, Boston as well. So if the Nets want to get into the play-in, they probably could just because the East is so bad right now. Now the Pacers aren't going to contend. Like, there's going to be only 3 teams contending next
I
year.
mean
4 maybe.
they do have
That's Magic, Knicks,
Hold
Cavs,
on,
and
BK,
Pistons at this point.
and for the chat too, bro. Do y'all honestly believe we're better than these teams? The Hawks, Raptors, Bulls, Miami, or even the Hornets and Wizards next season?
They have younger talent than we do, and that's why this draft is so important. We need the talent to start building something. We really have a
there
lot of
has to
bench
be
guys right
talent in
now.
the draft, though, man. You act like there's a
Like
bunch of
BK,
LeBron
BK,
James.
We got to see the draft play out. You're willing to write it all off already, BK, but you got to see how this plays out
BK,
this
honestly,
Wednesday.
hold
Then
on.
we
We
can
gotta get
about
this clear.
this.
We gotta get this clear to Jonathan, bro. Pull up the Eastern Conference standings, bro. Because this like we're not like how do we even make the play-in with this squad, bro? I'm looking at the Eastern Conference.
If everybody keeps tanking, DJ, and Jordy wants to win so badly, I can't rule it out.
And
I
we
didn't
know
No,
think
because
this.
I'm gonna be honest with
We
you. I
know
think the
the
Wizards are
I
tank
gonna
didn't
be
think
better than us next season.
DJ, I didn't think the Nets were going to be a half a game out of playing this year. I really didn't think that. But this organization likes to do the opposite of what they're supposed to do.
No, we're not.
So
But
who
hold on,
knows what's
easy.
going
We're
to happen?
not better than with the Wizards. Do you see how good that Wizards young core
They
is,
kicked
bro?
our ass easy. You saw them kick our ass easy the
The
last
whole
2 times,
season. I
man.
don't think we got a game.
Yeah.
Did we even get a game on the Wizards this season?
I think at the end we did. I think it was at the end. I don't know.
Like honestly, first of all, the Wizards. I can name all the Wizards starters, but you got the young core, bro. Poole is young. What is he like 24? Bilal, Bub Carrington, and then you got Corey Kispert. You got Alex Sarr. You got Keyshawn George. Bro, that lineup is young, bro. They got a better young core. We don't have a young core at all.
The Nets have to hit this lottery pick wherever it
And the
is. You got to
Hornets, I
make
think
sure
the
the
Hornets,
guys
if they
that can
stay healthy,
fit
they might
your
be better than the Nets.
building. Like
Depending on who they drive.
I agree with DJ saying though, but here's the thing: it's face value. A lot of teams are going to be bad on purpose next year. So if the Nets win certain games, they're going to go, well,
No,
they
I
rested
don't think
half
so,
of their
Jonathan.
team.
In the East, I
No.
don't think so because now they're seeing that the Pacers went down and Boston went down. I think a lot of these teams that are above us, they're going to try their hardest.
Nah, it depends. Well, here's another thing, like you just say, like
Because
it
the
seems
Raptors,
now.
they can't tank.
It seems
Again.
Silver's rewarding teams that aren't tanking. So maybe that's why the Nets are going to try to win with the scrappy team. But I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know what the formula is to get a top pick anymore.
No,
but I definitely.
Robbie makes a great point over here. He says Cam Thomas is our SGA man.
What?
Listen, I'm not going to give.
Y'all know BK is
think,
trolling, right? Y'all
listen. Cam Thomas is a 2. SGA is a 1.
How's he SGA? How is he our SGA, bro?
Yeah, like we got to call it what it is at this point. This is why getting a point guard for Cam Thomas is so crucial because we can't have Cam doing everything. We need Cam to just be a 2 at this point. Let's get the point guard this draft and see what we can do.
So wait, there was an article I was reading, man. I think I got it saved over here. They call Claxton a draft steal, man. What do you think, man?
Oh my God, I don't know what people are talking about. I had to literally tell somebody today, a guy that has no awards, got gifted a $100 million contract, that hasn't been the same since college on offense, and he did well with 3 superstars, but he got cooked by Bismarck Biyombo. I can't say this was a great steal by the Nets. Claxton has not done much to improve his game.
I don't know. Hold on. Dwabi, is the leap going to be better than Cade Cunningham or Shea or Ant-Man? You know, I don't know, man. I mean, or Jalen Brown. You know, when he comes back healthy, I mean, that would be an incredible leap. If not, yeah, I'm saying like definitely keep Cam Thomas.
The only way for the Nets to have a successful draft this week is you got to get your point guard. If it's Jeremiah Fears, great, and you have to get a center in this draft. We could get a big man, a point guard, and you resign Thomas. There's a little something there to start building with, but you need those two pieces. Sean Marks can't just get redundant small guards again or get an undersized big again. You need to get an actual big and an actual point guard and let Jordy cook with these guys. That's
so now I know Jonathan knows about him. You heard about Danny Wolfman? He's like a 7 foot, 255-pound center. DJ. Yo, DJ, you there?
Yeah, you can hear me now.
Oh, yeah, Danny Wolf. Yeah. He's So, I mean, what do you think about that, man? Because he can play make, he can handle the basketball, similar to like a poor man's Joker.
And you said draft him at where?
He's supposed to be at 27. But if you're the Nets,
Danny Wolf, what is he like? 7'2"?
Yeah, 7'2", 255 pounds. Where is it? Over here.
Yeah, I'll draft him.
But would you take him 19? Because they have Joe Baringo.
No, not 19.
Yeah, not 19. You would get Maxime Renard at 19 if you wanted a big.
Yeah, I'll probably.
They got the 19th pick. They got Joan Baringo over here, and I like his strengths, but like you gotta look at the weaknesses over here. He's only 235 pounds. Oh, okay.
You said you like Queen, DJ. If we got that Spurs 14 pick, I think we could get Queen if we traded up.
Would you trade?
Wait.
Queen at 8?
Bobby was saying something.
Wait, what, DJ?
He'll be on that level. How old is he, BK?
No,
I listen, man. He just doesn't have the what do you call it, man? The
athleticism.
Yeah, the athleticism, being dynamic. Like you look at Donovan.
So what, Danny Wolf?
I'm talking about Cam Thomas. Like he's talking about Cam Thomas is going to that next level.
Cam.
I don't know. It's.
Wait, what is he trying to say? He's saying he's going to be on SGA level?
Yeah, he said he'll take another leap.
All I need from Cam Thomas is be healthy, keep working on your playmaking, and keep being efficient. What Jordy did for Cam this year in the small sample size, he unlocked a more balanced version of Cam Thomas.
What does off the court stuff have to do with on court stuff? Did you see how KPJ played this season? KPJ was balling.
DJ, you said you want to get Derek Queen potentially in the middle.
Yeah, I would draft. Would y'all draft? I don't know if I'm crazy on this. Would y'all draft Derek Queen at the 8th pick?
Nah, with the foot.
I mean, I would because he could at least handle the basketball.
But I don't think he's going to fall that low though, Jonathan.
No, I don't see the Nets using lottery pick on Queen just because he did bad on the athletic portion of the thing. I think.
So did Şengün. Hold on.
No. Okay. I like Derek Queen. I just was asking.
No, listen. I think Queen's offensive game, his rebounding is dynamic, but people can have questions about the defense. People have questions about the defense and the speed, but it's like, look at Joker. He's not quick or fast like that, but he's one of the best scorers in the NBA. I'd be interested in getting Queen, but does Jordy want him? Does he fit that system? Can
what great coach they talking about? He's a great coach. Like what?
But I'd be happy getting a Derek Queen with the 4 pick. We need another big that can score.
How you call coach great when you lose 60 games, bro?
But
you had injuries to Cam Thomas, your so-called best player, right? And I mean, it was
I'm not blaming. We're not blaming Jordy, but BK, come on now. If you hear somebody say this guy's a great coach, but he lost about 65
Well,
games,
we've seen guys. Man. I mean, we've seen guys like what's his name, man? Fucking Keon Johnson, right? We've seen some decent games out of him.
Oh boy, you're really gonna over.
I ain't saying make him the starting point guard. I'm just saying like you saw.
Listen, this is where Jordy's real test comes in, guys. Can you mold raw talent that just come into the league? A lot of the guys
was in the beginning.
A lot of the guys last year are guys.
Plays hard.
Listen, a lot of the guys last year on the team were guys trying to stay in the NBA. Now you get raw young prospects. That's what defines a good coach from a great coach, turning raw prospects into dynamic rotational pieces. This is where Jordy really will get evaluated. In fairness, I think he did all right trying to get these guys to believe in fundamentals and principles, but now it's about skill set. Can he get them to elevate their skill set to being NBA level? That's what we're going to find out this year and next year with Jordy.
Hold on, there was a player that was at
number, coach or not.
There was like a shooting guard here that nobody. He was 23 years old. Damn, I got to take notes. I forgot his name. I wanted to do a separate video on him, man. because I think he's a sleeper. But he's 23, like coming into this draft.
What are the initials of his name? What are the initials of his name that you
forgot, man? Damn, I forgot. Let me see if I can find it here. I'll come.
Will Riley? You talking about Will Riley?
No, I think him right here, Nick Clifford. Yeah.
Nick Clifford.
Yeah.
He's more of a 3-and-D wing.
Yeah, but he's old though. That's the thing. That's the only thing. He's 23.
No, he's somebody that's on the Nets actually worked out Nick Clifford, I think, BK. So he could be an option, maybe.
Yeah, that's a good question, player one. Where is Mike Brown?
Apparently, he's getting a job interview with the Knicks right now.
The Nets went through a whole bunch of coaches.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Would y'all take Mike Brown? I would have took Mike Brown.
I guess Mike Brown's at this point of his career right now where he's like he don't want no young team. He wants to really like.
No, I'm saying if we would have built the team up and like add some.
Oh yeah. That's different though, man. Yeah. But not now. Like you wouldn't want to get a Budenholzer in here now.
No, Jonathan. I don't think Jonathan is a Jordy Glazer. Did you? I don't think he's a Jordy Glazer.
No, I've given Jordy's props, but I've also been critical as well. I didn't think winning a lot of these games was good strategy wise, and I was true because we got the 8th pick. Everybody was saying some of these people were saying the wins were great for morale and culture, but at the end of the day, you're trying to play a numbers game at the same time, and unfortunately, we landed with the 6 odds, and most likely you're going to get the 8th pick. And guess what? The math did not lie. So if the Nets want to win games next year, do it at your own risk, because just know winning these little games and still not having a good roster is not going to make you magically better, because the NBA doesn't wait for nobody.
So he's saying Will Riley. Who said this over here?
With those teams, though, do y'all honestly believe we make the play-in, bro? The teams I had over us.
I can see him
honestly,
as
if they
another
keep Trae Young, I don't see us being better than the Hawks, bro. I really don't.
The Hawks are an interesting team. What are they going to do with Trae Young?
They got a lot of defense on that team. I don't think people realize how good their defense is.
I don't even think they need Trae Young on this team. I think they could create a whole new identity without Young if they decide to move him. Like, they need to embrace.
No, I'm saying like if they keep, because it's looking like they're going to decide to keep him and build around him still because he's so young. But man, if they keep that team, I like that team, bro. You got Dyson Daniels over there.
They got Dyson Daniels for
Jalen Johnson was out the whole year. Now he's coming back fully healthy.
Right, and they have a pick in this draft too, so the Hawks are definitely going to be a team to look out for. I think the Magic were right in taking that.
A lot of people sleeping on the Raptors. I really do.
I think the Magic were right in taking that swing, members. Now with the Halliburton thing, Magic are definitely guaranteed at least a top 6 seed at this point, because they really made a move at the right time to try to be competitive.
Is there anybody equivalent to like Jabari Smith Jr. in this draft, man? I really, really like him, man. Like when I opened up the show, I was talking about him. Like when he gets on the floor, like good things happen, man. Like even the limited amount of shots he takes, he's making like a good percentage of them, man. Like if he takes 7 or 8 shots, he's making 6, out of 8. Like 4 out of 6.
Jabari's a wing, right? Jabari Smith.
He's like a center, power forward. It's both like slash.
I'm telling you, you want to look for Jabari Smith.
That's as good as Jalen Johnson or Dyson Daniels. Nobody.
You want to look for Jabari Smith comp? Look at Rasheed Fleming, man. That guy's built like a brick house.
And that's how you gotta look at this draft, though, Jonathan. This is why they have something called NBA comparisons, right? All right, you see that NBA comparison, right? These are professionals over here. Okay,
he always does a scout report thing when he knows he's wrong about
something. Like, is there anybody?
Because you got to see them play, and if they play to what the scouting report says, maybe you're right. But then maybe you're wrong if they don't play the scouting report.
I'm just saying.
What y'all signing Zaire Williams to? How much y'all signing in like 3 years? I'll give him like a year.
I give him an $11 million salary for 2 to 3 years with an option on the 3rd year at this point.
2 years?
Yeah. You got to line it up. I don't think he's going to get a 4-year contract. I think a 3-year with an option on the 3rd year is very fair for him at this point.
Most I'll go is 2 years. I'm not signing him for 3.
Well, the 3rd would be an option at that point. If he opts into that option, the Nets are somehow a good team. They'll probably trade Zaire. That's why you got to try to build the deal.
If you look at the comparison when it comes to Jabari Smith Jr. over here, man, right? Chris Bosh, like Rashard Lewis. Is there anybody in this draft, right, that is as good as Jabari Smith Jr.? Yes or no, Jonathan?
Yeah, BK. If you look at the who's in this draft, Cooper Flagg.
I'm talking about realistically the Nets. Come on, dude.
Oh, for the net. You're talking about for the Nets specifically, right? I would think of Rasheed Fleming. He's one of the best wings in this draft, potentially. If we had a chance to get him, he would definitely bulk us up than what we got right now. We have Noah Clowney and Cam Johnson right now as our forwards. I think Rasheed Fleming would be an upgrade at that point.
Oh boy,
And then DJ talked about Derek Queen being out for us. Listen, defensively, Queen has a lot of concerns.
Him already, man. Come on, man. He's still raw, man. I don't know.
He's better than Noah Clowney.
No, he is, but I'm saying, like, you got to compare him to Pascal Siakam.
He's like a 7'6" wingspan. You're scoffing at that, DJ. He's such an ungrateful person, man.
My gosh, who even? Not Clowney, Wilson, and Derek Whitehead. They got to go.
No, you know what it is, DJ? If they're not Apollo type, arch type, BK wants nothing to do with him. BK, not everybody can be Apollo.
Bro, hold up, Jonathan. Look,
is he better? Wait, you think he's going to be better than like Jabari Smith Jr.?
I think he's going to be a great addition to what we need right now.
Is he going to be better than Jabari Smith Jr.?
Why are you asking if he's better than Jabari? Is Jabari better than Sengun, Kevin Durant, Amon Thompson right now?
No, I'm talking about like.
Jonathan, come on. This is the first time he compared a role. I mean, he's comparing a role player to a young.
I know. I don't know why he's trying to say that.
Look at that's good though, because usually he compares them to like stars. So he's doing.
Oh yeah, I know. Maybe this is a step off for BK. Maybe stepping down that ladder. It's a crazy paranoia. BK, listen.
To answer that question, no, he's not better than Jabari Smith.
Yeah, come on.
I don't know. XKI was saying yes.
Listen, if we get Fleming, he gives you so many things. He shot 40% from three.
What?
And look at his weight.
First of all, HK hours. First of all, the reason why is because when you have so many guys over you, how can you even shine?
Right. And then Jabari Smith break his hand. Did he break his?
Do y'all remember Jabari's first year, bro, that he played? He was actually playing really well. His first year as a rookie.
And he hurt his hand this year, so he missed a good amount of time too. That was ruining his.
No, Fleming is not better than Jabari Smith Jr. Y'all smoking.
Fleming would be great for us.
Well, he might just be as good as Jabari Smith.
First, I'm not comparing them two specifically, but I'm saying for us, Fleming will be an upgrade for us. I'm focused on the Brooklyn Nets player one. I'm not focused on comparing who we get to who's on those other teams. We got to see what we can develop first.
I'm saying nobody.
Jonathan, man, you got to get impact players here, man. Like,
Rashid's an impactful player. Do you not look at his metrics? Do you not look at his metrics? Look at his metrics. He's got the weight, the physicality. He can knock 3-point shots down. He can play defense. He's got almost a 7'8" wingspan.
He struggles to create his own shot. What are you talking about?
He always goes to the weaknesses, DJ. You notice this. He'll always go. Highlight those weaknesses. Tattoo those weaknesses on your stomach, BK. Why don't you? Exactly. No, you don't think about the strengths. You are intelligent because you never talk about the strengths. The weaknesses, weaknesses.
Jonathan, he's going to hashtag you. You got to.
No, he can hashtag himself. Hashtag BK full of hoopla. Hashtag BK full of hoopla. I'll make a jingle out of that. I'll make you famous, bro. Nah, but on a serious note, BK, the Nets need to get better at the wing, the center, and point guard. Rasheed Fleming would be a great addition for us at the wing because physically, he's a bit more ahead than Noah Clowney is physically right now.
Oh, yeah. It says over here in high school that he shot 39. But see, we got to see if this stuff translates into the league.
We only have Cam at the shooting guard, though, Jonathan, so we need a shooting guard.
I mean, it's not a necessary word for me right now, but we need the wings right now. Wings aren't even necessary for me. Hold on. It's center and point guard, DJ, that are a worry right now. A big word. We got to address those first.
Is there Torrey Easton in the draft, man?
Oh, I'm not even gonna entertain this bullshit.
DJ, is there Torrey Easton in the draft?
No.
Ah, damn, man. See, this is what I was worried about, man. I'm all for a rebuild like Jonathan would want, but like the players have to be there, man. Like you can't look at the Houston Rockets and the Oklahoma City.
I think Jonathan, it feels like the players you talk about is like gonna instantly make us better or something.
We need the pieces to see if they can be better, but I want to see.
Saying, like long term, maybe they can make us like a bit better, but right now I don't see it, bro. They're not gonna be that.
Well, right now we don't have much to work with besides Thomas and Clowney. Everybody else is just guys trying to stay in the NBA.
Clowney.
Well, Clowney did his 3-point shooting, which was one of the best things,
bro.
Yeah.
This man said Clowney. Like,
DJ, you want me to say Derek Whitehead because he wasn't doing a whole lot.
That's even worse.
I know. I didn't mention him for that reason. But yeah, listen,
Clowney like he's something like that.
Listen, I'm going to set the table here. Wait, this upcoming Wednesday, Sean Marks
Conley
and
wouldn't even
Joe
get no burn on any
Wait,
other team.
DJ, let me say this because you're right about this for the Nets. The Nets don't have a lot right now, but for Sean Marks and Joe Desai this Wednesday, their legacies are on the line.
Excellent comment.
They claim to be so good at drafting. Let's see it this Wednesday, and then we'll be the judges of that.
Yo, Claude Smith always going at Jonathan.
No, you know what's funny? Because a lot of people do listen to my takes, Claude, and they do respect what I say. The thing about you, Claude Smith, is you think everything you say is always right. So why don't you stop contradicting yourself and actually listen to what we're trying to talk about? No, because here's the thing. No, wait. What's up? Claude's done this multiple times. No, Claude's done this multiple times.
Jonathan,
Man.
why do they be always going at each other? Him and Claude, bro.
No, listen, I have no problems with Claude, but Claude is so disrespectful, man, because at the end of the day, he thinks everything he says is right because he's been around more than we have. Listen, Claude, just because you've been around a little bit more than us, don't mean you know everything, Claude. We know some things you don't know.
He was back in them Kareem days, Jonathan.
I don't know, maybe. No, but listen, Claude, man, at the end of the day, I always bring good takes. I always have good conversations. I'm always engaged. You don't see me just come on here just go, oh, like, no, man, I'm always engaged. This is my energy level.
Kasparis I can't even pronounce this dude's name, but him I like. All right, so he's probably could be like one of the.
Claude Smith, if you ever want to come debate me, you know where to find me. I'm on this show, Breeze Show. I'm on different podcasts. It's not hard to find me around here, Claude. If you want to talk with me, like you don't have to keep fighting.
All right, so talk in the comments. They won't.
If I do a film study on this dude,
I understand, DJ, but if you want to call out my substance, listen, Claude. BK drops the link like nobody's business. So you want to come and debate me? You're more than welcome to. I welcome it.
What concerns me is the Austin Reeves comparisons. Oh man, oh gosh.
Who's that? Who's compared to Austin Reeves?
Come on, bro. Austin Reeves is good, bro. What do you mean?
What?
He actually. Austin Reeves.
I don't know. I don't know what the hype was with Casper's, man. I don't know what the hype was with Casper's. He's one of those guys where it's like I don't see it. I don't know.
Bro, Austin Reeves has been good, BK.
Nah, man, he's ass.
It's just the defense. It's only he's only bad on defense. That's it.
Well, I mean, yeah, he's decent, but he just gives up more points than he would. He'll score like 15, 16 points a game, but give up 20, 21. You know, you
like I actually read different sports articles. I do my research, player one. So stop saying I get my shit from other people.
20 a game this season.
Oh no, AP! There's gonna be some reactions on the new Locked On guy. You know, he's been talking a lot of bullshit.
You don't know what I do to be successful. I'm basically on Twitter almost every day talking Brooklyn Nets content, building my own base. So for you to say that my emotions are all over the place, I don't know what you're talking about, Claude.
Sarafi or Saraf, however you say his name.
Sarif,
I think. Am I saying it right?
Yeah, Ben Sarif, I think. Yeah, Sarif. Yeah.
Sarif.
Yeah, let me look them up over here, man. Let's see. I mean, the main thing is you don't know what these guys are really willing to put the work in to get better. That's the thing.
Oh, because
we see a lot of guys.
Definitely not.
Oh, let's see.
Yeah, and listen, if Claude Smith has a problem with us, he can come debate us. Claude, the link is always there, Claude. If you have something to say, man. You don't gotta hide in the chat, buddy.
You believe the Nets? You believe the Nets fan base is the best fan base, BK?
One of the best, man. I shot all Brooklyn.
Man, they don't. A lot of them don't show love.
Bro. No, DJ, listen. I've been getting to know a lot of different players.
Bone-headed fan base, bro.
Shout out to the Brooklyn base, man. They're what keeping this team alive right now. The Brooklyn base.
Jonathan, outside of BK, who else be telling the truth?
That's true. Well, the new Locked On guy does. He said Claxton was a great player.
I appreciate the guys on Breezy Show, man. They all bring organic.
Wait. I didn't hear the new Locked On yet. I didn't hear him yet. I didn't even know he.
That's Eric Slater. He's a cool guy. Very analytical.
I didn't even know they made a show already. I didn't even know.
Yeah, they got a new guy over there, man. You ain't gonna learn anything by listening to him, man.
Wait. Eric Slater does his job very professionally. Man.
He's a reporter, man. He's not a damn basketball analyst, bro. Like this is different.
Oh, stop it, BK. Listen, baby. I know you always want to be right, BK, but there are a lot of people who put work into what they do.
Yeah, where's this dude at?
Jonathan, there's a difference. There's a difference between analyst and reporter.
Yeah, he's a reporter.
Yeah, but he still does a lot of good on the show. It's very analytical, very down to the point. Like you don't waste time.
No, he
a reporter. You ain't gonna learn. You're not gonna learn the game of basketball by listening to him, bro. I promise you that you're not.
Okay, and I get to learn from you, BK, right?
And
Right?
I actually studied the game, and I actually really
Yeah,
played the
sure
game.
you did.
And
And
I
you were following Ben Simmons from Hollywood to Bollywood. Stop it.
Jonathan, hold
Ben
on.
Simmons, hold on, man. He's
BK,
in the second round over here, man. So there's a reason.
This how you do. This how you do, bro. When they want to get talking about what are you gonna learn, Jonathan, what is a split action?
So stop it, BK.
Y'all know basketball. This is for you and the chat, bro. This is for you and the comments. Can someone please tell me what a split action is? You got 5 seconds.
Jonathan, he's asking you a question.
He's asking the chat a question. I don't have to answer that.
No, I'm asking you the question.
Yeah.
I'm asking you and the comments this question. Someone help Jonathan out in the comments, bro. Somebody help him out.
Oh my god.
So Ben Sarah, I guess I don't know. He's a second round pick. They compare him to Rocco Lenny Ukic. I've never even heard of this, but a lot of the European guys actually have.
Claude, what are you ripping into me, bro? I'm ready to debate you any day of the week, Claude. Please come on the show, Claude. Please.
I don't know about that. I don't think you're ready for Claude, man. Because
I'm ready for Claude. Listen, man. At the end of the day, man, I know what I'm talking about. He doesn't.
Please explain to me how I'm in my feelings. I'm very, very logical, man. I'm not emotional.
Todd Kravik has a point. You really are a lot of time, BK. But it's all right. That's part of your act, your shtick. It's part of your shtick.
What's that? Well, no, man. I'm not emotional, bro. I'm not.
No, we've seen it. We've got the tape, guys. You guys got the highlights.
I mean,
he's got the highlights.
What you think about Ben Sarafif over here, man?
Jonathan, what is a spam? What is a spam pick and roll?
Oh my God, DJ, you really trying?
That's simple. That's in high school. You learned that in high school, bro.
So I mean, the weakness is basically saying he doesn't have athleticism and bursts.
I guess,
but you like they'll run a lot of ball screens for guys like this. If he can just shoot, outside shooting is mostly notable concern at this stage. Oh, he's only shooting 22% from the 3-point line.
That's what the Warriors did, bro. Back in 2016 and 2017, they ran that play.
Spencer has an interesting prospect. I don't know if he's.
So I see why he's going to be a second round pick.
Hey, thank you, Easy. Somebody answered the question, bro.
Yeah, I see why he's going to be a second round. There you go.
There you go. That's what a split action is, bro.
How am I sensitive? Explain to me how I'm sensitive. I'm being real and practical. I'm not saying that this guy right here is going to be, the next great Brooklyn Net over here. I'm just looking at his strengths and his weaknesses. He's shooting 22% from the 3-point line.
All you ever do is look at the weaknesses.
Huh?
Wait, you not driving?
Oh, and this is Ben. No, what was it? Oh, here we go, right here. Yeah, Ben Saraf.
You wouldn't draft him? You wouldn't take him?
No, I mean, he's a project. They have him going in the second round, you know?
So who do you want, BK? Because it seems like you don't want nobody.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying. No, Jonathan thinks I'm just looking at players.
No, BK, if they're not a Paulo Banchero or have 7 feet height or athletic, you don't want them.
BK, the only reason why I'm asking that question because it's like every player seems like you like, nah, I don't want him.
I'm looking, man. I mean, so you think these GMs, right? There's a lot of players that don't play.
I've heard you talk.
There's a lot of guys that's actually looking to play, but they don't. The GMs will be like, nah, we don't have this, we don't have that.
Who in this draft has shown you like, yo, they worthy to he's worthy to take at the 8th pick.
Maybe. Hold on, man.
Because you said no to fears.
Malawatch, I would, because he would be a good defensive anchor.
Oh, now you're the Malawatch. No, didn't it say you wanted him at 17 a week? Or I had to tell him the truth.
So I gotta look at this draft. I know there's players like that are like better than him, like other centers around the league. Like
who are better than him in this draft right now, Malawatch? Tell me.
No, I'm talking about in the NBA in general. I'm just saying
Wolf might give him a run for his money.
Yeah. I mean, offensively, but but not defensively. Like Malawatch.
Okay, so Malawatch, you have 8. Who else would be your options? Noah Senga?
Maybe I don't know about maybe Derek Queen because they compare him to Şengün, right? So Şengün had the same type of.
I want Derek Queen.
Yeah,
I think he's done with the 14th pick. I think he's going to slide down a little bit. People are worried about his defense and speed, so that might work to the Nets.
Well, they said the same thing about Şengün, and he got
right. That's why he might.
What about this, John? You draft 2 bigs You draft 2 bigs and you get a point guard. And you draft a point guard.
Yeah, that's true. Player one makes a great point, man. He said,
I'd be happy with 2 bigs. I mean, that gives the excuse to trade Clarkson, and if they don't want to bring
Wait, so
Daron back,
how many drafts we got? How many draft picks we got again, bro? We got 4.
we got
4.
5. We got 5. We got the 8. We got the 8. We got the 19. We got the 26.
All right, so yeah, we could
27.
get. I would probably draft 2 point guards maybe, and then I will draft a wing.
Yeah, because they
and
got
probably a big.
this dude Joan Beringa over Danny Wolf, right? And I get it. Joan Beringa, like his athleticism is way better than like Danny Wolf, but you know, you got to play both sides of the basketball too. Like Danny Wolf has the skill set, right? I mean, he could put the ball on the floor, he passes, he could shoot. Wait, let me see if we can actually.
So Jonathan, what are you doing with those 5 picks? Who are you drafting now? Point guard, right? You said a point guard.
Okay, so I mean, because like you look at Jokic, right? Jokic is not the most athletically gifted guy, but Danny Wolf over here, man. I mean, he is 255 pounds, and if his footwork is actually really elite, then you know he can be a problem, though, man. So it all depends on the overall basketball IQ over here, man. Where's DJ at? Jonathan dropped off.
Jonathan dropped off.
And yeah, they play. You know what happened? Player one posed this question over here. He was saying, "What happened to this draft being generational?" He was really like getting at Jonathan. He says it's hard to find any impactful player past 7. That's what I'm saying. I'm struggling to look though, man, because you know.
Yeah, most of after the probably the top 5, most of the guys is just like role players after that.
Yeah. Maybe Derek Queen, like he's a guy that can like generate offense and like create his own shot.
I do believe there might be one sleeper that's gonna look like okay, maybe he should have went like top 5.
He says Wolf plays like big guards. Maybe one. Okay,
I don't think he's he actually can defend. He's not a bad defender.
Yeah, he's not a horrible defender like Danny Wolf.
Yeah.
I was just reading the scouting report, so he's capable. He's not like a lockdown, but Jokic is not either. As long as you can get into like good position.
But I understand you play
where players are going to go.
I mean, the fat and slow. I mean, yeah, he is. I don't think is he really that slow? I don't think he's that slow.
Nah, I mean he can run the floor pretty well. I mean, offensively, I mean he runs the floor really well. I mean, I did a video on Danny Wolf, so I mean I don't know. I would take him over Bringer though.
Derek Queen.
Oh, Derek Queen. Well, if he's going against other like, let's say, how does he match up with Jaren Jackson Jr., Paulo Bencaro, Zach what's his name, Julius Randle, what's his name? Bam Adebayo. I mean, is he on that level? Can he like really?
I mean, there's a lot. Come on, XK out. I mean, there's a lot of guys that had bad combines before and turned out well.
He says Wolf is basically lower in marketing. He has more athletic than Queen the worst combine.
I don't use the draft combine as like a measuring stick for these players. I feel like that's like. I don't feel like that's.
Yeah, Star Traffic. Yeah, we were doing like Rashard Fleming too, man. I was saying. Like, is there like Jabari Smith, right? I was saying who in this draft, like 8 and down.
And Dunker trade up. How? With what? Why would if these teams has a top pick, why would they trade down?
Yeah, it's true, and it's like it's one thing at a lot of this like past 7.
BK, I'm a team calling up. Oh, let me trade down for Cam Johnson. I'm not doing that, bro.
Well, it just depends on the actual team, though, man. If it's bad teams, I'm not taking Cam Johnson. But if it's a good team now, and you just
you have that
fourth option.
You potentially have a chance to draft a star potentially, and you're going to trade that for Cam Johnson or a Claxton? No, I'm not doing it.
Well, if I'm Dallas, I don't need Cam Johnson. San Antonio.
What the only team that needs a center right now is what the Lakers.
They were. Let me see. They were number 13 last year.
And you draft Claxton, man. Claxton, bro. Y'all think Claxton gonna work on the Lakers, bro? If he goes over to the Lakers, bro, them lights, that bright, they gonna kill him, bro. Y'all really think he can handle them LA fans?
Yeah, you could take, but because you XK, that's a good. You could trade.
Hey, I'm telling you right now,
bad
BK.
contracts.
Let
But
Cam.
why? If
Let
you're
Claxton,
Boston, hold on. If you're Boston, you don't need Cam Johnson. Like you're just practically rebuilding. That team is maybe they do.
yeah,
I mean,
how does that work? Yeah, how does that work?
Yeah, you don't need him. I mean, I'm just trying to see. San Antonio was 13. If Cam Johnson goes to the Spurs, right?
I think
mean,
Denver
it's
needs
not
him.
going to really make that much of an impact. They're not going to win a championship. If Cam Johnson can get you like almost to like the NBA Finals, then I'm like, all right, trade that damn number 2 pick and give me Cam Johnson. But like in the loaded West, I don't see Cam Johnson really making that. As much as I love him, I just don't see him making that big of an impact for the Spurs to say, hey, we're gonna give up the number 2 pick for Cam Johnson. Same thing. Philadelphia's a bad team. They don't need Cam Johnson. Charlotte, same thing. Utah, same thing. The Wizards, the same thing. New Orleans, the same thing.
Well, XKI was the only player. There's only 2 players they really got to move. I mean, it's just Drew Holiday or Porzingis.
Yeah, I would take.
That's not much to move.
It makes the team more interesting to talk about, man. Like that team last year, like after the All-Star break, man, the team was so boring, man. Like, who wants to talk about Keon Johnson? I mean, none of you guys are clicking on for that shit, man. None of you guys are.
Yo, I'm telling you, LA fan, they really, I can't believe players really honestly believe, like people really believe that if Claxton goes to the Lakers, he will actually survive, bro. You think?
Hell no, man.
Bro, them lights is way too bright for him, bro.
And again, he just has
Brooklyn fans, they don't take it hard on players when they have bad games, bro. We're pretty much a soft fan base, if you want, in my opinion. Like we take soft on players. Like we really don't say much when they have bad games.
Nah, the only team I would say, there's no teams that because like Cam Johnson, I don't want Dylan Harper, man, but like it's not worth like San Antonio like trading for Cam Johnson to get. It's just not worth it. It's not going to really make a big dent in them. It's not going to put them over the hump. Like he's a good role player, but like San Antonio has a lot of holes.
This is what Jordy signed up for. He knew what he was going to get when he looked at his roster.
Yeah. All the good players, like all these good players, they got. Oh,
he thinks Jordy's gonna like.
Whoa. I didn't even see this over here. They got Ace Bailey. He fell to number 7 in this mock draft over here. Oh shit! Wow.
Yeah, player 1. They better not trade for Claxton. That'll be a recipe for disaster. He ain't gonna be doing nothing in the West over here, centers, bro.
They got Ace Bailey going to he fell to number 7.
Yo, BK, what Claxton gonna do if you go to the West against a Wemby or Daniel Gafford? And,
he's too small.
Again,
like I was talking about, like creating space when you try and like get a clean shot off. Like he's too small. If he's going against other like power forwards and other centers, I showed the Brian Scalabrine clip of like him bumping you and getting you like bumping you and getting you off balance so you can get a clean shot off. Claxton can't do that, man, and they can just put their hands up. He tries to bump them all they want. The defender's going to win that bump, and he's not going to get a clean shot off.
XK, that's not true. Miami, with Rozier, the thing about Rozier is this: if they want to move Rozier, they're going to have to package him along with other players, like probably Wiggins and Duncan Robinson in a pick. Because Miami has 3 first-round picks, but they're like future.
Oh, yeah, man. Player 1, they said it was a news article I was reading saying that he was a draft steal. He was a steal of the draft. I forgot. I think it was SI. Yo, DJ, what you think about Ace Bailey falling to number 7 over here, man? They got Con Knipple ahead of him.
Yeah, bro. I mean,
what happened?
Isn't it? It's because of his ego, bro. I mean, he thinks that he's all that, and he saying, "I don't want to play with this guy. I don't want to play with that guy. I don't want to play with this team. I want to go here. I want to go there." Like it's just he's becoming. He thinks he's all that. That's all it is. He's just a young player who don't know what he's talking about, and he's gonna get killed for it when he comes to the NBA.
Yeah, I can see his demeanor, right? How he carries himself.
That's not a good thing to have when you get drafted.
He looks like he has
veteran players tell you that don't have that ego when you come into the league.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
It's gonna ruin you. It's gonna ruin your career.
He shot 32% on contested 2-point shots, man, against college guys. You know,
Don't
and
say,
there's
I'm not gonna play for you. I'm not gonna work out for you because your team is bad. Like what? So what team does he want to get drafted? I mean, he
he
said
can't
Philly.
carry. That's what I'm saying. He can't carry a bad team. He's not going to be able to go to any like a bad team because you go number 1, 2, or
But he's
3. They
bashing the
expect you to
bad
score
teams, though,
25
BK.
points a night. You can't. He can't do that.
I mean, honestly, anybody in the chat who's really passing up? He passed up an opportunity because it seemed like he don't want to play in Philly either.
Well, I don't know, man, but I want to live in
How do you not want to go
Philadelphia,
play with
man.
Philly,
Like
bro, in
they
Philadelphia?
got goons out there, man. They be robbing dudes, and then you got like Kensington Avenue. That you
Okay,
can
but
get
BK,
stuck with a
okay,
needle.
what about
You know.
what about Utah Jazz or the Hornets, bro? I mean, what team he honestly believes he's going to get drafted to? Those are the only teams that got
I
the top
guess
picks.
he's looking at. I guess he's looking at the organizations too. Like he's looking at the Wizards. I mean, does he really want to go there, man? Like, even though I know they got like a good young core, but I mean,
So it seemed like he wants to get drafted, like how Cooper is. He's going to a good team.
because again, Cooper Flag right now, or if he goes to the Wizards, he has a lot to work on. He's not scoring 25 points a night.
But
He's not coming and putting power
but that's
Banchero
what
numbers.
Ace has been saying. Ace has been saying this like the whole time. He doesn't want to go to a bad team. He's been saying he doesn't want to get drafted by a bad team. He's been not working out with every team. So it's like that's telling me you don't want to play on a bad team at all.
Yeah. He's not ready to score 25. Please don't get exposed. I did two
He doesn't want to get
film
exposed.
studies
That's why
on him.
he wants to be in a situation where he can just be on a good team.
Yeah. Yeah, because like I said, Cooper Flag, I was saying this, and
well, yeah, Cooper Flag did
I
say
Cooper Flag had to go. I was saying this for months before. I say he has to go to a team that's already loaded already. If he goes to a team like the Wizards, they expect him to put up 25 points a night. He's not doing that. He's not right away.
Well, the thing about Cooper is though, BK, they said that Cooper did say that he wanted to go to a bad team before like the draft. He wanted to go to the Utah Jazz. He said he had his eye.
He can say that only once, but his games is not ready to actually go out there.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's the difference between him and Ace Bailey. Cooper wants to be the guy. He wants to be like the main guy to help out a team. He didn't want to go to a situation where he's like the third, fourth option.
I know, but I mean, if he would have. Because he can't go, he's not going into the NBA. He can't just go and dunk on everybody, man. Like you gotta go drive to the rim with like a plan, man. You can't just be going there. Oh, I'm just gonna dunk on this guy. That's not working in the pros, man. Like you need to be more. He needs to be more shifty. Like he needs to add like a 1-2 dribble pull up game to his arsenal. Like he's about 3 years away. He's not coming in. He has to get stronger. I think he got stronger. They say he put up like he's up to like 220 now. He was at 200. I don't know if that's true or not. Let me see.
Put a quote by KD. What does that have to do with anything?
Oh, so his weight's at 220. All right. So
everybody know KD didn't want to go play for the Knicks. We already know that.
They're saying like Jason Tatum. I mean, that's on the high end. Low end Scottie Pippen.
I think the reason though XK hours is like Ace. No, that's not true though. XK hours, because Ace has said that he doesn't want to play on a bad team, so he doesn't have the same mentality.
Yeah, that's work, man. I challenge a lot of you guys. Go if you're a really good basketball player, man, and just let's say you're playing like a 3-on-3, and take 2 players that just started playing basketball against like the other 3 players are really good, and you got to carry that team. Your ass will be exhausted, man. I'll be doing those experiments.
Look at all the reports, bro. It's been said that Ace has the mentality of I don't want to play on a bad team. He wants to go to a great team, bro. I don't know why.
I know why.
But BK, outside of who else has a top pick that's great? Like it's a great team. Like what? The Spurs and the Mavericks are the only ones, right? And Philly, I guess you can count Philly.
He should go to the Spurs, like the Spurs, because like you got Cooper Fly. I mean, you got what's his name? You got Wemby.
They're gonna draft Dylan Harper.
Nah, that's still not a good team, man.
But now the Spurs gonna draft Dylan Harper.
Yeah. I would have worked out for the Spurs. I guess.
The thing that everybody said we're gonna get Dylan Harper.
Let's see. At least Cooper Flag. See, Cooper Flag. When I was doing the film study on him, he was 205 pounds, right?
That's
So
not
that's
true. I mean, apparently Cooper Flag wanted to live in Utah. He said he wanted to go play with the Jazz.
yeah. He did say that. Yep, he did. But the Jazz got some decent pieces though. You got Laurie Marketing over there.
Walker Kessler. Well, I like Walker Kessler. He's a very good
Walker
big man.
Kessler. So they're not like they probably a couple of pieces away.
The Utah. I'm gonna be honest. If the Utah Jazz was in the East, bro, they'll probably be like a playing team.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Because they're in the West. You know how hard it is.
Yeah, just in the West. But Ace Bailey, look, see Cooper Flag, right? Improvement right here. He was 205 pounds, just like Ace Bailey. Now he's 220 pounds. And that's before coming into the NBA, right? Now let's look at Ace Bailey. Same weight, 205 pounds. He didn't get better at all, man.
The Spurs actually do need an Ace Bailey because they don't need another guard. So I don't know why would they draft Dylan Harper for it.
They compare Ace Bailey to Rashard Lewis and Paul George. And I was hyped about Ace Bailey, but then like I said, I watched a lot of games and you gotta make guys better around you, man. You do.
Is it though player one? Because they had Donovan Mitchell.
Oh, it's just nobody wants to live in Utah. The Spurs, the Mavs don't need him, so there's the Nets and the Wizards. Oh Lord. I hope they don't draft this dude here, man. I swear. I just hope they don't draft him. Nah, because
he doesn't even want to be here. You don't want to be on a bad team.
Yeah, I mean, Sean Marks might just fuck around and draft him, man. I don't know because I mean, from what I was watching, I just wasn't blown. I like his athleticism, but I mean, there's so many holes in his game, man. And there's no guarantee that he's going to work on it. Like we've seen players like Ben Simmons, right? Everybody swore they gave him that $177 million contract based on potential. And he didn't get better. Like Dennis Smith Jr., Nick Claxton. I mean, all these guys, a lot of players that just don't get better for whatever reason.
Player one, you gotta understand too. Even if they were try to contend, it wouldn't matter because they're in the West.
Damn, I didn't even see this. I'm like, wait, he dropped 7? Oh man, so he's like he's like teetering on the edge, man, for the Brooklyn Nets to probably snag him, And then if I was like you said, I guess so. Like I said, from historically, DJ, even though you have a need, if Ace Bailey's there, would you take him over Malawatch, even though they actually really need a center?
If Ace Bailey's there,
yeah.
See, I don't know, bro, because I don't want to draft a player that doesn't want to be there.
It's hard though. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying because it's only because it's like people in the comments just talking like they don't realize Ace has said he doesn't want to play with any bad team. So you're drafting a guy that doesn't even want to be on your team. So he's not even gonna be motivated.
Yeah, and that could easily turn into like a Zion situation where he's just not gonna give you.
Yeah, it could be like, all right, I don't even want to be here. So what's the point even like trying for real?
Yeah. And that's the same thing.
When players don't want to be somewhere, they're not motivated, bro. Like they just not.
Yeah. Look at Dame, man. Look at Dame. I'm used to see his.
Yeah, Dame hates Milwaukee.
Yeah.
When he was in all them interviews, he was like, "Man, I just want to go to South Beach." Like,
yeah, man. Your heart's not in it. It's not in it, man. A lot of you guys had jobs like that, man. Many of you guys that's listening to this have jobs where you just don't want to be there.
Said, bro. He said his kids cry when he heard that they going to Milwaukee. He was like, they were so upset they didn't want to come to Milwaukee.
So I don't know, man. So he has an idea. The rumor is he
can barely get help now.
Yeah, the rumor it's fruitless to waste time over glazing over these one and done draft prospects. Give me a year in the NBA. Nah, you gotta look at it right now, man. Like decision making, because the game Claude is mainly played from the neck up. And Ace Bailey's basketball IQ is so. I've seen him. He has a wide open 3-point shot, right? Wide open, literally wide open. Defenders is dropping back. This is when he had that 38-point game. He takes 2 dribbles into the defender, right, and takes like a contested 2-point shot. I'm like, nigga, you had the wide open 3. Why would you dribble into the defender and then miss?
XKR,
it's not stuff true, like bro, that.
He said, quote, I do not want to play for any bad teams. Even his camp is saying they're not talking or speaking with any bad teams.
Wow, that's crazy, man. So he's pulling like a Kobe Bryant situation because Kobe Bryant was supposed to go to the Nets and
his agent actually said that they're actually cool with the 76ers drafting him. They're not going to be like upset. Like he's not going to be like totally upset. He's not going to be as mad as he is as if he's getting like drafted by a bad team. And he doesn't even like New York.
I try. Listen, I try to tell you. Listen, yo, DJ. How many times I said this, man, in the past, right? Like in terms of like being like a really, really good organization. Like people are watching this stuff over here, man. They're looking at Brooklyn. They're looking at how the organization is actually ran, and they're saying no, thank you, man. Like Sean Marks got to get fired, man. Like I don't understand, like how you.
He's not. I've just learned to accept that he's not getting fired, bro. Him and Joe. I'm gonna be honest, bro. He had something on Joe's side, bro. He had something on Joe's side.
Yeah, I think something, you know, like some fucking going on, man.
they real. Oh, yo, BK is crazy, bro.
Yo, let me something going on, man. Something sexual going on.
There's no way they got this love affair. Like
there's no way I have a business and you're running it into the ground and you're gonna be employed. You know, like seriously.
But BK, they both running it into the ground though.
Yeah, but like I don't know, man. Because I'm looking at what Sam Presti's doing. Like, if I'm looking at that, and then I'm looking at what Sean Marks is doing, I'm like, what the hell is going on here, man? Nah, you out of here, bro. And that's the problem when you have relationships and everything, man.
Nah, XK hours. I'm cool with drafting. It's just his attitude. You just don't want to never draft a player that doesn't want to be on your team, bro. That's just all. That's all it is, bro. You don't want to draft a player that doesn't want to be here. That's all it is. I mean, you've seen the Zion situation. You've seen plenty of players go through this.
Yeah, even like Ben Simmons didn't really want to be here, man. I mean, there was reports when
he gave more effort on the Clippers than he did over
here. Yeah.
Because it was LA. You see,
it's LA. He always wanted to be in LA. You know, you look at the reports back in 2021. Before 2 years before he even came to the Nets.
I don't know because he was horrible this season, bro. Ace Bailey was not good at all this season. He did not play well.
Nah, SK hours. I just gave you one example, man. Him like driving into like two defenders and
He's
shooting
got a lot
it.
to work on.
Guys wide open for shots. Like you got to make those guys. You know what I'm gonna do?
He's not a good playmaker.
Nah, he's not. You got to make those guys better, man. You know. I don't care
how
bad
much of a team, but bro.
When the season starts up, because I do this experiment when I coach the team I have. I'll take the worst players when we scrimmage, right? I'll take the worst players against the best players, and I show them how you actually make those guys better, how you direct those guys to cut. And sometimes, most of the time, I win, you know, because like you got to focus on me, you know, and once you turn your head as a defender, like trying to help out on me, you just cut, you know. It's just little stuff like that, man. And Ace Bailey doesn't do that. He's thinking, you know, about himself. He's thinking about like his numbers, putting up like what we call stat pad.
I think that's why he's been saying in his camp, him and his camp has been saying they don't want to play for bad teams because now they tried the experiment and they see that he's not good on a bad team.
He's not. He can't. I've been saying this for like the last 5 months, man. I watched like 3 or 4 games of him. I'm like, nope, pass.
And I'm not gonna lie, his agent and him have been talking pretty bad about like what's the name? The Wizards in Brooklyn. I was like, yo, because the agent on Twitter, I was like, bro, he don't like Brooklyn.
I try to tell you, man. I try to tell you guys, Sean Marks has to get fired, man. Because you gotta look at what went down with KD and Kyrie, and doesn't
he was going back and forth with people online on Twitter. I was like, bro,
man.
Like Brooklyn.
Because like Kevin Durant, like he gave him some props though, man. I think he looks up to Kevin Durant. And he looked at the situation there, man. I told you.
He was like, a lot of these teams might have a bright future, but who knows? You know, they got to get a real star over there. I'm like, man, bro, you don't got no faith in anybody on this team, no.
Nah, nope. I'm just telling you, like I said, I'm not Eric Slater, man. I'm not gonna lie to you guys and because like he has relationships, he's trying to get interviews with the team, with the players and everything. I really don't care about that. I'm just here trying to tell you guys the hard truth, man. That's it, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I gotta stand before God one day, and He's taking account of everything I'm doing. That's bad, man. Every word, every thought, and I ain't trying to lie to you guys, man. I'm trying to be straight up and down honest.
There is one guy I want us to sign. I want us to try to sign. No, we're not gonna get him. That's Kuminga in the free agency.
Yeah, it should get him, man. I mean, that's the only really.
I've been watching Kuminga, bro. Yo, this man ever since the season ended, bro, been working on his game, bro.
Wow,
you need players like that.
Yeah. I mean, is he doing it for a contract? That's the thing.
Yeah, I mean,
is he gonna stop improving once he gets the money? That's the thing, though, man.
I mean, he can't really afford
to. LeBron James and Kobe Bryant, like Michael Jordan.
Nah, like he can't afford to because he's playing with Steph Curry and Butler and Draymond.
No, I'm just saying,
Draymond's gonna allow him to stop doing. Draymond gonna probably punch him in the face. I
don't know because like a coach could like sap your confidence too, man. Like cause you to overthink. Like you make a mistake, like Kerr's pulling you out of the game, and now you start overthinking the game rather than playing instinctual. And you know, like listen, Steph Curry makes mistakes, like LeBron makes mistakes, like Michael Jordan made mistakes, Kobe made mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes, man, in basketball, man. There's no perfect player, you know. So, and you know, you got to build them up, man, confidence wise. So I don't know how Steve
don't have even a decent. We probably don't even have a decent player. We just got mid players, bro.
I think Brandon Miller got to put on some muscle, man. That's the thing.
He's 200 pounds, right? 200
yeah,
pounds.
He's a 3.
No, he's playing. He was playing the 2 guard this year.
He can shoot.
I mean, he got hurt, but I think he was pretty. I think he was shooting. Me, in my opinion, he was shooting pretty well this year.
Yeah. Shooting guards, you gotta shoot. You gotta shoot like 38, 39, 40 something percent.
It's just hard to evaluate Brandon Miller because he got hurt this season.
Yeah, I mean, he has potential. Like I like his size.
He does. They write about him though. He does play a lot like Paul George.
Claude Smith, but give Jonathan a job. He's trying to like cap for Eric Slater. I'm like, dude, that dude's a reporter, man. Like, you're not learning anything basketball wise from those guys, man. They're not
just getting the news, really.
Not teaching you the game, you know. They got relationships with a lot of the players, and you're not going to talk bad about the players or tell you the truth about the players because if one day, let's say Eric Slater wants to get on Nick Claxton, and he's like, Nick Claxton will never come on my show ever, because like I ain't
gonna lie. If Claxton came up here, bro, I'm gonna be like, yo, what are you really working? I'm just gonna ask him one question. Are you working on your free throws? Like, seriously?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I would ask him. I would ask him the hard questions.
That's what I want. Just make your free throws. That's what I want.
Yeah, more than that, man. Get stronger.
Nah, because I used to be like, get stronger and all this stuff, but it's just like, you might as well just ask for one thing from Claxton.
We need you to wait. He says X gas. We need you to. We need you on them shows so they can see how people really feel. Okay. Yeah, they'll never let me on, man, because I'm just not gonna like. It seems like it's a thing with media, man. Like you gotta really like not tell the truth, you know. Like I see Sarah Kustok, she be like, Claxton's so great, and
I'm like glazing these players, man.
Like, what are you talking about? And you know, and she got to interview these guys. It's like having relationships is like it's a good thing, but then it could be a bad thing too, you know, because like
you can hear Sarah Kustok be talking about, "Oh, Cam Thomas is so good." And then
I know.
And then the guy right next to her could be like, "All right, well, what about that defense?" And she just be stuck.
Yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying. She never mentions the defensive deficiency. I mean, she knows the shit. I mean, I listen to her, and you know, she could break the game down. But like, you got to tell the truth, though, man.
This man Claxton, this man Cam Thomas let his man blow right by him, and then Sarah Kustok was like, that might be bad defense. What do you mean might? Like BK, that's horrible. I was like, what does she mean?
Not
Might
doubt.
be bad defense.
I think Claxton is one of those like ectomorphs. I think that's the name for it. He got
Okay,
a
I think I turned off the game after she said that, bro. I was like, what?
yeah,
Might be
man. That's
bad
what I'm
defense.
saying. Like you're not going to really learn anything by listening to like Eric Slater, Stephen A. Smith. They never really played, man. Like they never hooped before, you know. They never played.
Well, apparently Stephen A. Smith played a little
Nah,
bit.
Jason Whitlock exposed his ass. He was like, he ain't got no record of him playing over. Oh, he made 23s and he just like he made a team. I'm like, yeah, all right. No, you didn't. No, you just because you make shit.
He was. I
Like,
mean, BK, he was on the team though.
yeah, but he could have been like a practice guy. He said, "Oh, he hurt his knee," and I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know what to believe with Steve because like you got caught in lies. I just can't believe you anymore, man. It's like you go to court, right? And the judge will write down, like if you go to court, they'll write down like what you're saying to them, and then like 20, 25 minutes later, they'll ask you the question again or rephrase it, and then what you say doesn't match, you know, when they ask you again, then then you're a liar. You know, they believe they say you're lying. So yeah, Stephen A. Smith is like, man, that dude's just he has some of the worst takes in basketball, man.
I think it's just at this point, bro. We might have to just get rid of everybody, bro, and just start fresh.
Yeah. I think a lot of these players over here, I think it's an upgrade, you know, over the power forward position. Because at least like if you're getting like Joan Beringer over here, like you getting like some more athleticism and strength, you know. But Clowney could hit the three. I don't know, man. That's what I'm saying. I wasn't really against all this whole tanking thing because, like,
I just don't know about Furious, bro. He's so skinny.
Yeah, and he's ball dominant, man. He's ball centric. So that's the thing. Yeah, I mean, where was he? Jeremiah Fears, 180 pounds. They say 6'2", even though he's 6'4". I mean, really, let me see what the combine said. Hold on, Jeremiah Fears. He measured. I mean, they say he's like John Wall.
I think he has the speed.
Yeah. Measures 6'2", barefoot, 179 pounds.
Wait, but if you
What's that? He says Clax was a second round pick. Yeah, but you gotta develop and get better though, XK. Like if you don't really like work on your game, you had 6 years. Again, it's like, and you sign him to a $97 million contract. Why? He hasn't gotten better. You know, he doesn't really add value on both ends of the floor. I wish he could shoot. See, if he at least has like a shot, then he could put the ball on the floor and he can he would be a plus against like slow up, plodding sensors. But I mean, when he's playing, right, since he can't shoot, all you gotta do is drop back on him and it can affect like a player's efficiency, man. So what time is it? 3? Oh, let me get some sleep, man. Let me wrap this up over here, man. Like, comment, subscribe. And player one, man, I did this for you, man. I was dog tired, man. I did this for you. And share the stream. And when you share, the universe actually shares back with you. Peace.